Chapter 1165. Chapter 1165. True and False Dragon Egg. Hearing the words, dragon egg, Qin Yun's face is filled with shock just like many other people. He hastily used Extinction Spirit Eye to check but did not discover anything. There is a young dragon inside this dragon egg. It is not an ordinary dragon, it has dragon totem on its body, moreover it has divine power inside its body. It is a divine dragon. The middle-aged man said again. Divine dragon? Are you sure? What if it is not? Someone asked. Our intoxicating god restaurant has never swindled anyone. If there is a problem, we will take responsibility for the loss. The middle-aged man said with smile. Everyone should be very clear about the value of this dragon egg. Qin Yun looked at Lu Haikong beside him. Apparently he already knew about it. The middle-aged man said again. Senior Lu Haikong is also here. He must have come to fight over this dragon egg. Many old men immediately looked all around and quickly looked at Qin Yun's table. Lu Haikong's expression is indifferent as he sat on a chair. At this time, Qin Yun realized that this Lu Haikong is very famous. He is from one of the 5 great sea race. He is an experienced dragon slayer. Transcending Xian Sea region also has dragons. Not only Lu Haikong can slay dragons, he can also find them. Lu Haikong's appearance here must be because of the dragon egg. Many formidable old men are now discussing Lu Haikong's achievements. Lu Haikong is only indifferently drinking tea. Although his expression is very calm, there is an air of arrogance between his brows. Other people wanted to come over and chat, but none of them came. There are many big tables in the first row. Only Lu Haikong's table is not full. There are only 2 people. According to rumor, Lu Haikong's temperament is very eccentric. He is very direct with his words and hates people who try to curry favor with him. Qin Yun is very earnestly looking at the dragon egg. There is something inside the dragon egg, but it is dead. Qin Yun saw that there is a very small dragon inside, but it does not have a trace of vitality. It is also not moving. Qin Yun's Extinction Spirit Eye can see energy flowing inside. There is no energy flowing inside the dragon egg. This is a dragon egg. It is unknown how many years it has been here. The small dragon inside is already dead. If you don't believe me, you can come up and appraise it. The middle-aged man in charge said. At this moment, many people walked up one after another. Only the seniors in the first row had the qualifications to go up. They all brought their inscription masters forward. Lu Haikong naturally had to go up and put on an act. Qin Yun could only follow. Originally, he did not want to attract too much attention, but Lu Haikong was a big shot and he was the only person Lu Haikong brought with him, so he naturally received a lot of attention. Duan Feizai and Han Xiaoyi, who were sitting at the back, also saw Qin Yun. Little E, isn't the young man beside Lu Haikong the big brother Qin that Han Zijing mentioned? Duan Fei said in a low voice. That's him. Wasn't he from the Zhao clan? Why is he with Lu Haikong? Han Xiaoyi's face was also filled with doubt. Could he really be an inscription master? I don't think so. According to Han Zijing's description of him, this person is most likely a swindler. Moreover, he is a very skilled swindler. Duan Fei said with a frown, we have to investigate this person properly, in case he destroys our 2 families' marriage plans. After a series of appraisals, the so-called masters all expressed their opinions. The bright lines on the surface of the dragon egg should be a dragon totem. There's something inside the dragon egg, but the dragon egg is rather thick. It's impossible to investigate the energy inside. I'm guessing that the eggshell is protecting the energy inside from being lost, so it's difficult to investigate the interior. From the looks of it, this dragon egg contains a very strong energy. The young dragon of a divine dragon is indeed powerful. Many famous masters began to discuss it. Suddenly, an old man looked at Qin Yun and said, Friend, you were brought here by Elder Lu. Do you have any thoughts? Qin Yun looked at Lu Haikong and saw Lu Haikong nod at him. He said, If you have any discoveries, just say it. There's a young dragon inside the dragon egg, but it's already dead, Qin Yun said. The entire audience was in an uproar. Even Lu Haikong looked at Qin Yun in shock. Then, he shouted in a low voice, Master Qin, what are you talking about? The reason why Lu Haikong had rushed over was to buy the dragon egg. He had previously told Qin Yun to just say a few words of nonsense. But now, Qin Yun said that the young dragon inside the dragon egg was dead. I've told you what I found, Qin Yun said. The middle-aged man in charge of the auction was startled for a moment before he said with a smile, Master Qin, you really know how to joke. Qin Yun said seriously, I'm not joking. The young dragon inside the dragon egg is really dead. The other inscription masters all looked at Qin Yun and Lu Haikong with puzzled expressions. Elder Lu, I heard that you're here for this dragon egg. But the Master Qin you invited, why did he say that? The middle-aged man asked. This Master Qin. I only met him when I came in. But now it seems that he isn't some master. Lu Haikong's eyes carried a trace of anger as he looked coldly at Qin Yun. When Duan Fei heard this, he immediately stood up and shouted, He's not a master at all, he's a swindler. I am Duan Fei. When I was in God of Intoxication restaurant, I saw him trying to sneak into the banquet to eat and drink. Indeed, he even instigated my brother Han Zijing to ruin my marriage with a Kai. Han Xiaoyi also stood up and said, They are now certain that Qin Yun is a swindler. But they did not expect that Qin Yun would even dare to swindle Lu Haikong. Lu Haikong is now certain that Qin Yun is a swindler. He said in cold voice, Return the Regent Origin stones to me and then leave the auction. Qin Yun is very helpless. He took out the 2 Regent Origin stones and handed them over to Lu Haikong. After Lu Haikong took them, he groaned and said, Quickly leave. The middle-aged man in charge of the auction also let out a sigh of relief. Qin Yun helplessly walked towards the door, but after taking a few steps, he was blocked by Duan Fei. Swindler, don't think you can leave so easily. Duan Fei yelled. Lu Haikong waved his hand and yelled, Let him go, don't lower yourself to a swindler's level. Elder Lu is truly magnanimous, this one admires you. Duan Fei is very respectful towards Lu Haikong. After Qin Yun left the auction hall, he quickly left the manor. After changing his appearance, he paced back and forth outside the manor. More than an hour passed by, a shocking news spread throughout the city. Originally, Han Xiaoyi and Duan Fei's marriage caused the entire city to be shocked. And now, the news of Lu Haikong using 200,000 Regent Origin stones to buy the dragon egg has spread, suppressing Duan Fei's marriage. Qin Yun let out a long sigh. This Lu Haikong has been swindled. Not long after, people came out of the intoxicated god restaurant's manor one after another. Qin Yun was waiting for Han Zijing, but he did not come. I have been busy for the past few days in vain. Han Zijing should have submitted to Duan family. Qin Yun can only think of another method. Just as he was about to leave the manor, he saw Lu Haikong hastily running out and running on the street. This guy is truly impatient. Qin Yun's eyes shone as he quietly followed behind Lu Haikong. Lu Haikong left the city and arrived at a large ship on the shore. Qin Yun did not board the ship because he is worried that Lu Haikong would discover him. Lu Haikong's ship is very special, it has a huge dragon head. The body of the ship is covered with layers of golden scales. There are also many huge dragon claws, making the ship look like a centipede. This ship it is refined from a dragon. Qin Yun is also observing the ship. Qin Yun followed Lu Haikong to see how he will deal with the dragon egg. He did not board the ship, instead he waited on the shore. Lu Haikong will not immediately leave the Medicine King Island, because if there is a problem with the dragon egg, he can quickly go and deal with it. Nighttime, Qin Yun is still at the shore. He did not conceal himself, he is just strolling around nearby. Qin Yun walked on the beach and looked at the bright moon in the sky. He suddenly missed Xiao Yuelon, Yang Shuriwei and the others. He is in a hurry to go to Immortal Desolate. He also wants to see them. Hey, what are you doing sneaking around? You've been walking around here since noon. Suddenly, a beautiful woman in black armor flew over. This woman's face is ice cold, but she has a pair of charming eyes. Her long hair draped over her shoulders, she held a spear and pointed it at Qin Yun. Is this your home? Qin Yun asked. I am walking around here, what does it have to do with you? Humph, that ship is my home. There are people sneaking around my home, of course it has nothing to do with me. The woman said coldly. That is Lu Haikong's ship, who dares to attack it? You worry too much. Qin Yun said with a smile. Then what are you doing here? The woman put down the spear in her hand and asked sternly. I am waiting for Lu Haikong to break open that dragon egg. Qin Yun said with a smile. To tell you the truth, I am the swindler Great Master Qin who was with Lu Haikong today. You still have the guts to come here. You almost caused my grandfather to lose the dragon egg. The woman said angrily. Lu Haikong is your grandfather? Qin Yun is somewhat astonished. Just you wait, I will let grandfather take care of you right now. The woman's face is filled with anger as she flew towards the large dragon ship. Qin Yun is now somewhat worried, he is pacing back and forth. I better leave, don't meddle in other people's business. Just as Qin Yun was about to leave, the woman flew over again. Don't go. The woman yelled. I am tired, I want to go back to sleep, goodbye. Qin Yun broke into a run. He is also worried that Lu Haikong will attack him in anger. Wait, my grandfather is asking you to board, he has something to ask you. The woman said. He won't be trying to kill me, right? Qin Yun said with some worry. No. The woman's expression became much more relaxed, she explained. My grandfather said that there is a problem with the dragon egg, moreover the problem is very big. Qin Yun did not immediately agree to board the ship. He is secretly delighted and said, Tell your grandfather to come and talk to me. The woman took out a sound transmission magic tool and sent sound transmission. Not long after, an old man flew over. Grandfather, he wants you to come personally, the woman said in low voice. Great Master Qin, you are right. I was wrong, I should not have treated you like that today. I bought a bad dragon egg, I was swindled. Lu Haikong is very angry. Those bastards swindled me of 200,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones. Chapter 1166. Counter-Deception Stratagem. Lu Haikong is so angry that his old face is completely red. His granddaughter is even more ferociously glaring at Qin Yun. How can you be like this? My grandfather's losses are disastrous, and you are still laughing at him. That woman gritted her teeth and shouted in anger. Serves you right. Qin Yun looked at Lu Haikong and is still laughing loudly. You called me a swindler before. Now you know who is a swindler? It is clearly a scam set up for you. I already warned you, but you still jumped in. That black-armored woman saw Qin Yun laughing at her grandfather and angrily walked over. Qingyu, don't be rude to Great Master Qin. Lu Haikong is worried that his granddaughter will attack Qin Yun and promptly shouted. Grandfather, that guy. He is taking joy in our misfortune. Lu Qingyu said angrily. I indeed deserve it, I brought this upon myself. I did not listen to him, and even drove him away. If it was me, I would also laugh at myself. Lu Haikong also knows that he has suffered a big setback. Qin Yun has restrained himself a lot. If he can help Lu Haikong solve his problem, he will be able to obtain Lu Haikong's help. Lu Haikong's position is very high. He comes from 5 great sea race, even Duan Fatesai wants to curry favor with him. If he can establish good relationship with Lu Haikong will bring him into Duan residence, and he will have the opportunity to take away the medicinal ingredients left behind by Medicine King. Old Lu, what is the situation with the dragon egg? Qin Yun asked. Lu Haikong looked all around and said in low voice, "Great Master Qin, I will trouble you to come with me to take a look." Lu Qingyu is also very curious. She lightly glared at Qin Yun and said in low voice, "Grandfather, I also want to take a look." Soon after, Qin Yun followed behind Lu Haikong and flew to a very spacious secret room on the Golden Dragon ship. There is a very large energy formation in the middle of the secret room. It can supply very special immortal power. Grandfather, how come I didn't know there was such a place on the vast Golden Dragon ship? The immortal power inside is very special. My dragon martial spirit likes to absorb it very much. Lu Qingyu exclaimed in admiration. There is a 9-dragon immortal origin underneath this formation. It is releasing 9-dragon immortal origin power. Qin Yun saw this kind of 9-dragon immortal origin before. The 9 dragons immortal source was a modified version of 9 types of dragon totems. Back then, Qin Yun asked Mo to memorize the 9 types of dragon totems, but he did not try to master them. After Lu Haikong heard Qin Yun's words, his face was filled with astonishment. His eyes immediately revealed a look of reverence. "Master Qin, you really are a master. You can tell that this is the 9 dragons' immortal source at a glance," Lu Haikong said in admiration. "Grandfather, this 9 dragons' immortal origin, isn't it the one that went missing in our sea dragon family?" Lu Qingyu's charming eyes widened as she cried out involuntarily. "Qingyu, this matter must be kept a secret. Do not speak of it." Lu Haikong's expression was solemn as he sternly warned her. "No wonder you didn't let the clan elders board the ship." Lu Qingyu stuck out her tongue. "I promise I won't tell anyone, but you have to let me cultivate here." At the bottom of the secret chamber was the 9 dragons' immortal source that Lu Haikong had stolen. "Qin Yun can't see the dragon egg," he said with smile. "Is the dragon egg inside the 9 dragons' immortal origin?" Lu Haikong nodded and said, "Master Qin, you really know everything. I really misjudged before. It's all that little bastard Duan family's fault. He misled me." "Duan Fatesai? That bootlicker?" Lu Qingyu curled her lips and said. Lu Haikong controlled the formation. A golden circle appeared in the middle of the secret chamber, and the dragon egg slowly rose up. After the dragon egg rose up, it split into 2 halves from the middle. The dragon egg was cut open by me. According to ancient records, as long as we put the infant dragon inside the dragon egg into the 9 dragons' immortal origin, the infant dragon will have a better eggshell. Lu Haikong looked at the thing inside the dragon egg and said with sigh, "The infant dragon inside is already dead." Lu Qingyu very angrily said, "Grandfather, they lied to you, you should return the goods." Qin Yun nodded and said, "Didn't the middle-aged man in charge of the auction say that if there is a problem with the dragon egg, they will compensate? But I secretly opened the dragon egg. They will surely say that it was because of me." Lu Haikong shook his head and said with sigh, "If I didn't open the dragon egg, I wouldn't have known what happened to the infant dragon. Also, if I don't know what's inside, how am I supposed to hatch it? Grandfather, they lied to you. If you used normal method to hatch it, it would have been impossible to hatch. That is your own problem." Lu Qingyu rebuked. "Grandfather, you are really something. Why didn't you be a bit more cautious? No wonder that Grandmaster Qin laughed at you. 200,000 king-quality, regent origin stones." Lu Haikong felt incomparable heartache. "Senior Lu, who are the people who are auctioning the dragon egg?" Qin Yun is also thinking of a way. If he helps Lu Haikong, he will surely obtain a lot of benefit. "We are one of the 5 great sea races Sea Dragon Clan. The people who are selling the dragon egg are from the Sea Tiger Clan," Lu Haikong said. "Our 5 great sea races clans do not have a unified surname. For example, my Sea Dragon Clan has more than 30 surnames. I am the family master of Lu family. This ship is also my Lu family's residence." Qin Yun now understands, The Regent Origin stones Lu Haikong used to buy the dragon egg are all the wealth of his Lu family. Our Lu family doesn't have many people, only a few dozen, but we are very strong within the Sea Dragon clan. Lu Qingyu's elegant and beautiful face is filled with arrogance. We will soon become a laughingstock. Lu Haikong looked at the dragon egg and laughed at himself. He suddenly became a lot older. Lu Qingyu slightly lowered her head because their Lu family has suffered disastrous losses this time. Qin Yun said, "Senior Lu, I have a way to help you get back those 20 king-quality Regent Origin stones. I can even make those bastards compensate you 200,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones." Lu Haikong looks like he has found a life-saving straw. His old face that was filled with despair immediately became wild with joy. He anxiously asked, "Grandmaster Qin, if this matter succeeds, I will give you 200,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones as compensation." "Grandmaster Qin, what method do you want to use?" Lu Qingyu is somewhat doubtful. "Senior Lu, I only need 100,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones. I have other uses for the other 100,000. Qin Yun said with smile. Lu Haikong promptly took out a set of table and chair and invited Qin Yun to sit down. Then he asked Lu Qingyu to pour tea. Qin Yun looked at the dragon egg and said, "I have a way to restore this dragon egg to its original state. Then you carry the dragon egg back and open it on the spot to prove that the young dragon inside is dead." Lu Haikong thought for a bit and said again, "This is not easy. Because opening the dragon egg will affect the young dragon inside. Those bastards will definitely say that. Look at that young dragon, it has already grown very big. Even if the dragon egg is opened, it won't die." Qin Yun explained. Lu Qingyu said in low voice, "Grandmaster Qin, this won't convince those bastards from Sea Tiger family." Qin Yun thought for a bit and said again, "How about this? We will create the illusion of the dragon egg being hatched. Then you go find Sea Tiger family people and gather all the aristocratic families to watch the hatching process. When the dragon egg is opened and the young dragon inside is dead, we will be able to investigate Sea Tiger family." Lu Haikong was secretly alarmed by Qin Yun's methods. Not only could he restore the dragon egg, he could also create the illusion of hatching. This was simply a very high-level deception. He suddenly felt that if this Grandmaster Qin wanted to be a swindler, he would definitely be a master. "Grandmaster Qin, since the young dragon is dead, how can it be successfully hatched?" Lu Haikong said again. "The Sea Tiger family will definitely jump out and make a mistake. It's best to be more thorough. If the hatching is successful, it should be the young dragon breaking out of its shell. That young dragon is already dead. How can it break out of its shell?" Lu Qingyu also felt that something was wrong. Qin Yun drank a mouthful of tea and said with a smile, "Don't worry. I can make the young dragon break out of its shell. I remember that guy at the auction, didn't he say that? If something goes wrong, they will take responsibility. After the young dragon breaks out of its shell, it will die. This is an unhealthy young dragon. There is a problem with the young dragon, so they will have to take responsibility and compensate. As for compensation, contact the other experts of your sea dragon family and ask them to help you ask for compensation. Also, promise to give them 100,000. Sea Tiger family is in the wrong, let's see how they will deal with it." Lu Haikong suddenly became very excited. "Grandmaster Qin, can you really do it without a single leak?" Qin Yun said with smile. "Rest assured, there won't be any flaw." Lu Qingyu muttered in low voice, "Truly a big swindler." Qin Yun laughed loudly and said, "Young lady Lu, your grandfather was swindled by someone, I am just swindling him back. Grandmaster Qin, you can start now." Lu Haikong said to Lu Qingyu, "Qingyu, contact the other elders and say that there is a big business to be done. Contact 5 families and have them come out and they will get 20,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones." Qin Yun added, Don't tell them about this first, just say that there is a business to be done. Also tell them to come out and watch the process of the dragon egg hatching. When you go to the sea tiger family to ask for compensation, ask them to come out and help. Tell them that if they ask for more compensation, they will get more. Lu Qingyu suddenly feels that following Qin Yun to swindle people is a very good feeling. She nodded her head and left the secret room. Qin Yun took out some tools and began tinkering with the dragon egg and the young dragon's body. Lu Haikong is watching from the side and asked, "Grandmaster Qin, what do you plan to do?" Qin Yun said with smile, "I will refine the dead young dragon into a puppet and insert the dragon spirit into it. Then I will modify the dragon egg and make it look exactly the same as before. When the time comes, you will only need to use a magic tool to control the puppet to hatch. You say it very simple, but it will be very difficult to do. It will test the level of an inscription master. How long will it take? I am afraid that those bastards from Sea Tiger family have gone far." Lu Haikong is somewhat worried. 3 days at most. Qin Yun began carving dragon totem on the young dragon's body and then moved the dragon spirit inside. Chapter 1167. A great play unfolding. There are many dragon totems on the surface of the egg. After the egg was broken by Lu Haikong, the dragon totems were also damaged. Fortunately, Qin Yun has mastered 9 types of dragon totems, so repairing them is a very easy matter for him. "Senior Lu, this dragon egg is not the egg of a divine dragon. It is just a very powerful immortal dragon." Qin Yun did not sense any familiar divine power aura from the dragon corpse, only a very weak immortal power aura. Sea Tiger race is truly a bunch of bastards. Lu Haikong gnashed his teeth and cursed. These bastards, they actually set up such a trap to deceive an honest person like me. Qin Yun does not believe that Lu Haikong is an honest person. He stole the sea dragon race's important 9 dragon immortal origin. Do they know that you really need the dragon egg? Qin Yun is carving dragon totem on the dragon's body. Moreover, he is guiding the 9 dragon immortal origin power into the dragon's body. Indeed, although I have killed many dragons, I also want to raise a young dragon. This is also known by many people. Lu Haikong looked at Qin Yun fiddling with the dragon and asked with some worry in his heart, "Great Master Qin, is this truly foolproof? Those bastards from Sea Tiger race are very shrewd." Qin Yun said with smile, "Relax, there is no problem. They have a guilty conscience. Moreover, they don't know the specific situation of the dragon. I am only carving dragon totem on the dragon corpse. The energy I will guide in is 9 dragon immortal origin power." After Lu Haikong heard Qin Yun's words, he felt completely relieved. While carving the dragon totem, Qin Yun asked, "Senior Lu, what is the background of Duan family?" Lu Haikong also knows that Qin Yun and Duan family's young master are at loggerheads. Duan family is quite formidable. They deal with a few sea race clans and seek benefits from them to strengthen themselves bit by bit. Lu Haikong groaned and said, "Their Duan family is only unable to climb up to our sea dragon race. We are not going to join their pirate ship." Duan Fatesai's previous behavior seems to be to curry favor with Lu Haikong and curry favor with the sea dragon race. Qin Yun had long seen that the Duan family was not a good person. Furthermore, their methods were very clever. For example, they used the Han siblings to stir up trouble in the Heavenly Rhythm Island. The Duan family's pirate ship? I'm not too sure about the specifics. Our Lu family belongs to the hunter category in the sea dragon race. We aren't good at scheming and scheming. All in all, the Sea Dragon clan's group of elders warned me before not to get involved with the Duan family. Lu Haikong shook his head. The Duan family intentionally threw out Han Zizheng, letting many families use Han Zizheng to get to the Heavenly Rhythm Islands. This way, we can confirm that the descendants of the Han family have the right to distribute the Heavenly Charm Islands. Now, the Duan family has begun to pull in the net and rope Han Zijing and Han Xiaoyi into the Duan family. Then, after redistributing them, they will be able to control the entire Tian Yun archipelago. Lu Haikong said, "This is the situation I have grasped. Are the forces of the Heavenly Charm Islands willing? There will definitely be a conflict, right?" Qin Yun secretly admired the Duan family's methods. A few of the sea race are rushing over. When the time comes, the Duan family will split the islands of the Heavenly Rhythm archipelago with those sea race, and then reap benefits from them. The small families of the Heavenly Charm Islands only have two paths to choose from. Either they submit to the sea race or they scram. Lu Haikong said. Hearing this, Qin Yun is also calculating in his heart. If Lu Haikong helps him enter the Duan residence, it will be very easy. Because the Duan residence wants to curry favor with Lu Haikong. Senior Lu, what do you think about the immortal medicines inside the Duan residence? Qin Yun asked again. Those immortal medicines were left behind by Medicine King Chu. Since Duan family obtained them first, they belong to them. Of course, many people want them, but snatching them from Duan family is not easy. Lu Haikong said with sigh. Medicine King Chu is really something. Why didn't he take away all those immortal medicines? Medicine King Chu left them for Qin Yun, that is why he did not take them away. Qin Yun is very puzzled. The gift Medicine King Chu gave him is very big, but it has been seized by others. Senior Lu, I will not show my face when the time comes, but I will be in the dark. Qin Yun is worried that he will be suspected because now many people believe that he is a swindler. Alright. Lu Haikong also understands Qin Yun's intention. In the blink of an eye, 5 days passed by. The dragon egg has been restored by Qin Yun, and the young dragon corpse inside has been refined into a very exquisite puppet. Lu Haikong's thumb is wearing a thumb ring. It is the thing used to control the dragon corpse. He secretly tested it and saw the dragon egg suddenly shake. Very wonderful, worthy of being a great master. Lu Haikong very happily laughed. He carefully inspected the dragon egg. He did not find any trace of it. Qin Yun restored it perfectly, there is no flaw at all. Lu Qingyu also looked carefully, but she couldn't see anything. Soon after, Qin Yun taught Lu Haikong how to put on a good show of the dragon egg hatching. Lu Qingyu now sincerely admires Qin Yun. She is also very jealous of Qin Yun in her heart. He looks very young, but he is very capable. Our sea dragon race people have also arrived, we should be able to begin. Lu Haikong is very impatient, he wants to swindle the sea tiger race. 2 days later, Lu Haikong invited all the families of Heavenly Charm Archipelago to come and watch the dragon egg hatching inside the Intoxicated God Restaurant's manor. Within the Intoxicated God Restaurant's manor, there is a very spacious lawn. Many people are standing on the lawn, looking at the dragon egg on a high platform in the middle. The dragon totem on the dragon egg is currently flickering with light rays. Duan Faitsai and Han Xiaoyi also arrived. They came with the Duan family elders. More than 10 sixth tribulation half-immortals from the sea tiger race came. All of them are the upper echelons of the family. After they heard the news, they were very surprised and rushed over one after another. An old man from the sea tiger race said in low voice, "What's going on with this dragon egg? Lu Haikong got it not long ago, how can it start to hatch?" Another old man said in low voice, "Lu Haikong has slain dragons for many years. He has many dragon essence and dragon spirit in his hands. After the dragon egg absorbs them, it can speed up the hatching of the young dragon. The people in charge of auctioning the dragon egg are now feeling somewhat regretful. They all thought that the dragon egg was dead, but now it has been brought back to life by Lu Haikong." Duan Faitsai said to Han Xiaoyi in a low voice, "Xiaoyi, when you go back, tell Han Zijing about this matter. You will be even more certain that Master Qin is a swindler." Back then, Master Qin kept saying that the young dragon in the dragon egg was dead. Fortunately, Elder Lu didn't listen to him. Otherwise, he would regret it to death. Han Xiaoyi said with a sneer. That bullshit Master Qin almost ruined our plan. He should have been sent by the Zhao family, but he's too bold. He actually dared to deceive someone like Lu Haikong. Duan Fatesai smiled. If he didn't have the guts, the Zhao family wouldn't have invited him. Qin Yun is currently mixed in the crowd. After he changed his appearance, no one recognized him. He is also here to watch the show today. More and more people came. There are thousands of them standing on the lawn, looking at the dragon egg on the stage. In the previous auction, many people had seen this dragon egg. At that time, the dragon egg looked like a large oval stone, not at all eye-catching. And now, the dragon totem on the surface of the dragon egg actually lit up, giving people a very mysterious and powerful feeling. Suddenly, the crowd of onlookers burst into an uproar. The dragon egg shook just now. Seeing the dragon egg move, many people began to shout. Lu Haikong stood at the side and laughed heartily. He was truly happy because the dragon egg was shaking under his control. And the people present are very excited because of this. This makes him feel like he is playing a monkey. In order to liven up the atmosphere, Lu Haikong continued to control the dragon egg to shake more and more violently. The surface of the egg even overflowed with golden light. What is shocking is that when the dragon egg trembled, it let out a low dragon roar. Only Qin Yun, Lu Haikong and Lu Qingyu know what is going on. Lu Qingyu now admires Qin Yun even more. The middle-aged man who was in charge of the auction is also present. The ones who are the most shocked are the people of the Sea Tiger clan. They are all extremely vexed. They actually sold such an outstanding young dragon to Lu Haikong. In the crowd, there are also many inscription masters who are praising the dragon totem on the surface of the dragon egg. They all say that it is one of the 9 extremely rare dragon totems. Previously, the dragon totem didn't appear very obvious. However, after being processed by Qin Yun, not only did it become even clearer, it also shone. This did not arouse any suspicion. After all, a young divine dragon is about to break out of its shell. It is normal for a phenomenon to appear. Lu Haikong very generously said, "Fellow inscription master friends, you all had a share in appraising this dragon egg back then. The eggshell is about to shatter. Before that, I allow you to go up and study the dragon totem on the surface of the eggshell." This immediately caused many inscription masters to cheer. They all thanked Lu Haikong and then surrounded the dragon egg to carefully observe it. The dragon totem on the eggshell can only be seen through the bright lines. The dark lines can't be seen. It is also Qin Yun who asked Lu Haikong to invite this group of inscription masters up. Firstly, it can win the favor of the inscription masters. Secondly, it can also let the group of inscription masters prove that this dragon egg has not been tampered with. This is a true dragon totem. The last time I saw this dragon egg, the dragon totem was still very rough. Now that the dragon egg is about to break open and absorb a large amount of energy, the dragon totem will appear. The finesse seems to be very high. An old inscription master caressed the dragon totem and praised it incessantly. Such a complex dragon totem, the finesse is so high, it can only be naturally formed. Let's quickly see what level of finesse it is. An old man said and took out a testing tool. Other old inscription masters also took out their tools and began testing. After they finished testing, their faces are filled with shock. 11th level finesse. Oh my God! This is a venerable master level finesse. Moreover, it is a complex ancient dragon totem. A naturally formed totem is truly terrifying. Forget about dragon totem. Even if it is a Dao rune or a King rune, it would be very difficult to achieve 11th level finesse. Although they don't understand inscription, they also know what finesse means. Seeing that the group of inscription masters are all stunned, everyone also cried out in alarm. Lu Haikong is the most shocked because he saw Qin Yun carving the dragon totem. He never expected that it would be a level 11 dragon totem. If he did not see it with his own eyes, he would never believe that a young man like Qin Yun can carve a level 11 dragon totem. This is the level of a venerable master. Chapter 1168. Win a resounding victory. Other inscription masters cupped their fists one after another and thanked Lu Haikong for letting them come up to observe the dragon totem. Earlier, they also used some magic tools to record the dragon totem. This is a great harvest for them. Therefore, this group of inscription masters are now filled with admiration for Lu Haikong. The dragon egg is shaking and absorbing energy. Although there are only 3 suns in the sky, transcending Xian Sea region contains a great amount of 9 suns energy. Now the dragon egg is crazily absorbing 9 suns energy. People can see 9 colored light mist. This is a very magnificent scene for many people. Nobody has ever seen a divine dragon egg breaking out of its shell. There are no records of it in ancient texts. It is our greatest honor to be able to see it with our own eyes. Senior Lu is truly a good person. While many people are exclaiming in admiration, the huge dragon egg suddenly cracked open. Everyone immediately became quiet. Crack, crack, crack. Many cracks appeared on the dragon egg. People can clearly hear the sound of cracking. Everyone is calmly looking at the dragon egg. Suddenly the eggshell cracked open and a small black dragon drilled out. This dragon is very small, it is completely black and lifeless, it looks very sickly. Everyone is greatly disappointed after the little dragon broke open the eggshell. Because in their eyes, a young divine dragon should be very powerful and powerful, yet now it looks like it is dead. Not long after the little dragon came out, it laid down on the broken eggshell and became motionless. Lu Haikong is very shocked, very disappointed and very angry. This is a sick dragon? Lu Haikong's angry voice is filled with killing intent. This shouldn't be. A sea tiger race inscription master promptly said, "The dragon totem on the eggshell is so good, the dragon inside should not be like this." Many inscription masters are discussing this matter one after another. Everyone present feels that this matter is very grave. Lu Haikong spent 200,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones to buy a bad egg. And the one who sold this bad egg is none other than the sea tiger race. Sea tiger race people are startled. They are discussing this matter through sound transmission. Lu Haikong is expressionless. His eyes are filled with killing intent as he looked at the middle-aged man who was in charge of the auction. Being stared at by Lu Haikong like this, the middle-aged man couldn't help but tremble. Qin Yun has been paying attention to the Sea Tiger Clan's people. From their expressions, he can tell that they are feeling guilty. The Sea Tiger race must have used some means to figure out the situation inside the dragon egg before auctioning it off to Lu Haikong. Moreover, they had arranged for people to raise the price during the auction. They believed that Lu Haikong wouldn't be able to hatch the dragon egg anytime soon. But now, only a few days had passed, and such a thing had happened. 200,000 king-grade Regent Origin stones is my Lu family's entire wealth. Lu Haikong said word by word. Now I bought a defective dragon egg. If you can't return it, I'll get it back even if I have to risk my life. Seeing Lu Haikong's surging killing intent, everyone hurriedly retreated. The other elders of the Sea Dragon clan all walked to Lu Haikong's side, expressing that they wanted to seek justice for Lu Haikong. Sea Tiger race, you were the one who took out that dragon egg to auction, right? Lu Haikong took out a 2-meter-long black and red giant axe, placed it on his shoulder and walked step by step towards the Sea Tiger race people. The Sea Tiger race people are cursing in their hearts. They thought that they could swindle Lu Haikong, but now they can only return the favor. Senior Lu, don't be so angry. We promised that if there is a problem, we will compensate you. An old man said with beaming smile. Here are 200,000 king-grade Regent Origin stones, take it. I will return it to you now. Humph. Lu Haikong took the storage pouch and let out a sigh of relief in his heart. At the same time, he is very grateful to Qin Yun for helping him swindle these Regent Origin stones back. I spent a great amount of resources to hatch this dragon egg. Those resources are worth more than 400,000 King-grade Regent Origin stones. How do you calculate this? Lu Haikong said in cold voice. This is what Qin Yun taught him. The Sea Tiger race people are cursing Qin Yun in their hearts. They originally thought that Lu Haikong is a coarse old man, that's why they dared to swindle him. They did not expect that Lu Haikong would turn around and swindle them instead. Senior Lu, don't be too excessive. We have already returned 200,000 Regent Origin stones to you. The Sea Tiger race old man said in cold voice. They don't want to suffer this kind of loss. Lu Haikong looked at everyone. His voice is loud and clear, his tone is impassioned. Everyone, please judge. Did I suffer a great loss? All the inscription masters present here, you should all know that the dragon egg absorbed a great amount of energy to form the dragon totem. I spent all my resources on it. Who will compensate me for this kind of loss? Back in the auction, they swore that there is absolutely no problem with the dragon egg. That's why I dared to invest so many resources. But now, there is a problem with the hatched little dragon. Shouldn't this be the responsibility of the Sea Tiger race? It is only right and proper for me to demand compensation from them. Many people repeatedly nodded their heads. A few Sea Tiger race old men walked over one after another to inspect the little dragon and the broken eggshell. There are also many inscription masters observing from close distance. One inscription master took out a totem inspection mirror and shined it on the young dragon's corpse. He said in amazement, "The dragon totem on the young dragon's corpse has 11th level finesse. For this kind of problem to appear, it is most likely because the dragon egg was left here for too long. Sea Tiger race is truly something. This dragon egg must have been left here for a very long time. Senior Lu used a great amount of resources to bring the young dragon back to life and break out of the egg. However, the young dragon also exhausted the last of its life, so it died after breaking out of the egg. Look at the young dragon's corpse, it must have been formed many years ago. A3. What a pity." Those inscription masters said one sentence after another, confirming that there is a great problem with the dragon egg. Lu Haikong is extremely happy in his heart. His admiration for Qin Yun has increased by another level. Sea Tiger race, were you swindling me before? Lu Haikong said in cold voice. You have guts. You actually dared to swindle our Sea Dragon race? A Sea Dragon race old man's expression is filled with anger. The other elders of the Sea Dragon race were also filled with murderous intent. Sea Dragon race is one of the strongest among the 5 great sea races. If they truly fight, the Sea Tiger race will suffer disastrous losses. Seeing the Sea Dragon race old men's killing intent enveloping them, Sea Tiger race immediately felt great pressure. Duan family elders are also extremely worried. If they fight here, more than half of Medicine King Island will be destroyed. Many people are eagerly waiting for Sea Tiger race and Sea Dragon race to fight. This way they can watch a good show. Lu Haikong, are the resources you invested truly worth 400,000 Regent Origin stones? A Sea Tiger race old man asked. It is my estimation. Lu Haikong said. How about this, we will compensate you with 250,000 king-quality, Regent Origin stones. That old man said. Sea Tiger race old men quickly discussed this matter. They are in the wrong. If they don't compensate, the Sea Dragon race will take this opportunity to ruthlessly teach them a lesson to establish their might. 300,000. Lu Haikong's tone is firm. If you don't agree, we will fight. 300,000 it is. The Sea Tiger race old man nodded and agreed. Give it to him now. Lu Haikong said coldly. The Sea Tiger race was also relatively wealthy. Several of their clans had joined forces to swindle Lu Haikong, and now, several clans had each contributed a portion. After Lu Haikong received the compensation, he left with the other elders of the Sea Dragon clan. On the surface, he looked angry and murderous, but on the inside, he was so happy that he almost laughed out loud. Everyone dispersed as well. On the way back, Duan Faicai and Han Xiaoyi sat in the carriage. Akai, that Master Qin, saw that the young dragon in the dragon egg was dead. It seems like he was right. Han Xiaoyi frowned. Could it be that Master Qin is not a liar? I don't know. Maybe it was just a coincidence. How could he be a master? Didn't your brother say that before? That guy didn't even have Regent Origin stones to pay the bill. Duan Fei shook his head. If he is truly a great master, how could he be so poor? Han Xiaoyi nodded. He even told my brother to tell the public that he's Master Qin and my father's friend. How is that possible? My father doesn't have such a friend. It seems like that guy surnamed Qin was just a coincidence. He is not a great master at all. On Lu Haikong's Golden Hao dragon ship, a large group of people are drinking to their heart's content. Sea Tiger clan really went for wool and came home shorn. An old man said with smile. Old Lu, you are really something. Normally you look like an honest person, but today you ruthlessly schemed against the Sea Tiger clan. Lu Haikong said with smile. Honest people don't suffer losses. I didn't do anything. I really wanted to invite everyone to see the divine dragon hatch. I just didn't expect this kind of thing to happen. To be honest, I would rather have a divine dragon than several 100,000 Regent Origin stones. He took out half of the 300,000 Regent Origin stones and gave it to his friends. After all, they are all very powerful families within the Sea Dragon clan. This way, the relationship between Lu family and them improved a lot. The remaining 150,000 Regent Origin stones were given to Qin Yun. Lu Haikong and Lu Qingyu didn't mention Qin Yun's matter to these people. Late at night, the gathering on Golden Hao dragon ship dispersed. Qin Yun stealthily boarded the dragon ship and arrived at a secret small hall. Lu Qingyu called out to Qin Yun and prepared many delicious dishes for him. Great Master Qin, are you truly from Spirit Desolate? I heard that Spirit Desolate is very backward and people from Spirit Desolate are very weak. Lu Qingyu is suddenly filled with curiosity towards this mysterious Great Master Qin. This kind of awesome Great Master doesn't have any arrogance. Moreover, he looks very young and very handsome. Moreover, he is very secretive. Qin Yun said with smile. Those are all rumors. Lu Haikong walked over with smile on his face and handed over a storage bag to Qin Yun. Venerable Master Qin, this is your 150,000 Regent Origin stones. Chapter 1169. Chapter 1169. Great luxury shipmany Sea Dragon clans are very knowledgeable about dragons. They also have soul refining masters who can transfer dragon spirit into their bodies. Lu Qingyu has a very formidable dragon spirit. Although Lu Haikong is not an inscription master, he is very knowledgeable about Dragon Totem. Therefore, he is very clear about how precious Dragon Totem is. Even the old inscription masters of their Sea Dragon clan only have 3 Dragon Totem. Qin Yun has a complete set of Dragon Totem. I obtained them by chance. Qin Yun said with smile. Senior Lu, if you need my help carving Dragon Totem or runes, don't hesitate to ask, no need to be polite. Lu Qingyu hastily said, Grandmaster Qin, can you carve ancient Dragon Totem on my weapon? Lu Haikong said in low voice. Qingyu, Grandmaster Qin is very busy. I can help you but I have seen your weapon, it is too inferior, it cannot bear the might of Dragon Totem. Qin Yun shook his head and smiled. Ah, is my weapon really that inferior? Lu Qingyu promptly took out her spear and said in low voice, This is a king-grade Dao tool. Too inferior. Qin Yun said. Grandpa gave it to me. Lu Qingyu glanced at Lu Haikong. This. Grandmaster Qin, how about you help Qingyu refine a good weapon? We can discuss the price. Lu Haikong said somewhat embarrassedly. Do you have dragon bones, dragon horns, and dragon teeth? Qin Yun asked. Yes, yes, yes. Lu Haikong promptly nodded. I have a lot of them, they are all very good. The bad ones were all sold off by me. Following that, Lu Haikong also took out many large materials, all of which were from the dragon's body. Qin Yun took some. He also asked Lu Haikong for a lot of dragon meat as a reward. Qin Yun handed over the matter of refining tools to Nangong Shuaru. She needs to improve her inscription level, she needs a chance to practice. Therefore, as long as Qin Yun asks her to refine tools, she is very happy to do it. Lu Qingyu is very happy to know that Qin Yun wants to help her refine tools. Miss Lu, it will take a while to refine tools, you must be patient. Right now, you can ask me anything you want, tell me what kind of weapon you want. Qin Yun said. I know, I will wait patiently. Lu Qingyu smiled gently. Master Qin, you are different from those old inscriptionists. You don't have any heirs at all. Following that, she did not stand on ceremony and raised many requests. Qin Yun recorded them all. Lu Haikong was not stupid. Seeing Qin Yun's enthusiasm, he asked curiously, Master Qin, do you have any difficulties that you need my help with? Qin Yun sighed and nodded. I do have something to ask of you, but it's rather difficult, and I'm too embarrassed to ask. Master Qin, just say it. As long as we can help, we will definitely help. Lu Qingyu said straightforwardly. I am looking for the immortal gate. Qin Yun said. I don't have any direction at all. Lu Haikong nodded and said, This matter is really difficult. It's more about luck, but don't worry, I'll do my best to help you. I have many friends in the Sea Dragon clan. If they know that the immortal sect has appeared, they will inform me. Master Qin, why are you looking for the immortal sect? Lu Qingyu curiously said. I also want to see it, but for many years, no one has encountered the immortal sect. I heard that where the immortal sect appears, many heavenly and earthly treasures will appear. They all come from immortal desolate, so I want to try my luck and fish up some immortal tier materials. Qin Yun laughed. Master Qin, where the immortal sect appears, the surroundings are very dangerous. You must be prepared. Lu Haikong said. I have seen the immortal sect, but I didn't dare to approach it. But there are indeed many people who can pick up many treasures from the vicinity of the immortal sect. Lu Qingyu said, According to the book, if you want to approach the immortal sect, you need a very strong ship. After the immortal sect appears, how long will it take for it to disappear? Did the book say so? Qin Yun asked. According to the book, the immortal sect will constantly move, the place and time of its appearance are not fixed. After it appears, it will stay for at least a year. Lu Qingyu thought about it and said. Lu Haikong suddenly took out a sound transmission magic tool. Someone is sending him a message. After reading the message, he said to Lu Qingyu, Someone ordered 5,000 genes of half-immortal dragon meat. They are asking for 500 king-quality regent origin stones. This kind of small business, let me go. Lu Qingyu said with smile. I will also go take a look. I will take this opportunity to learn about the life in transcending Xian Sea region. Qin Yun is also very curious, he wants to go take a look. Lu Qingyu very happily agreed, then took the goods Lu Haikong gave her, boarded a 10-meter-long boat with Qin Yun and headed towards the sea. The buyer is not on the island, rather he is in the sea. Qingyu, what do you want so many king-quality regent origin stones for? Qin Yun asked. To refine king-quality beast oil, cultivate, maintain immortal origin and increase 9 sun immortal energy. Then again, after the 9 suns are finished, we can only obtain 9 sun energy from regent origin stones. There is no harm in hoarding a bit more now. Lu Qingyu explained. She is wearing a very ordinary blue dress. A long whip is tied around her neck and hanging down on her chest. She is wearing very ordinary attire, but she looks very youthful and beautiful. She is filled with a lively and vigorous aura. When she is wearing armor, she looks valiant and formidable looking, elegant and domineering. After taking off the armor and wearing ordinary clothes, she looks smart and lively, elegant and charming, two completely different kinds of style. Great Master Qin, what is your cultivation? My grandfather said that he can't see through your true strength. Lu Qingyu is very curious. Take a guess. Qin Yun is concealing his aura to create a kind of mysterious feeling. Same as me, peak martial emperor. Lu Qingyu thought for a bit and said, Am I right? If you were a half-immortal, that bootlicker Duan Fatesai would not call you a swindler. Qin Yun smiled but did not say anything. He did not admit nor deny. Lu Qingyu is standing on the bow of the boat, controlling the boat to move very quickly. More than an hour later, a 200 to 300 meter long large boat appeared in front of them. This is a large boat used for sightseeing. There must be a group of aristocratic families, younger generation, eating and drinking on it. Lu Qingyu very disdainfully said, Qingyu, you are also an aristocratic family's younger generation. Qin Yun said with smile. I am different from them. I am not pampered and spoiled. I often go with my grandfather to slay dragons. I also killed many ghost beast emperors and sea giant beasts. Lu Qingyu's beautiful face is filled with pride. Qin Yun suddenly thought that Lu Qingyu should know a young master like Duan Fatesai. Qingyu, you and Duan Fatesai know each other? Qin Yun asked. Of course I know him. He wanted to chase me but I ignored him. Now he is very cocky because his Duan family controls many immortal medicines. I heard that he even married a Han family member. His Duan family will obtain the entire Heavenly Rhythm archipelago, so many people are trying to curry favor with him. Lu Qingyu said. Then do you want to curry favor with him now? Qin Yun said with smile. I don't feel like doing that. In terms of strength, that guy is not my match. Lu Qingyu curled her lips and said. After approaching the large boat, Lu Qingyu directly boarded the boat and took out a dragon-carved token with the character Lu written on it. Lu family specializes in selling dragon meat. Moreover, they deliver it to their doorstep. The interior of the large boat is very luxurious. It is decorated with dazzling gold and jade. Qin Yun followed Lu Qingyu to a hall filled with resplendent golden light and stood there waiting for the buyer. This is a sea imperial palace. Qin Yun repeatedly exclaimed in admiration. Truly knows how to enjoy life. Qin Yun's inexperienced appearance caused Lu Qingyu to feel that it is somewhat strange. She knows that Qin Yun is a very awesome venerable master. He has 150,000 regent origin stones in his hands. He can be considered a local tyrant. At this time, a large group of people suddenly walked in. Qin Yun can't help but be startled seeing this group of people. Duan Fatesai is among them. He is walking over like a moon surrounded by stars. Miss Lu, long time no see. I knew you would come to deliver the goods. Oh, that's right. This boat was just bought by my father. I have been using it all this time. Duan Fatesai said with loud laughter after seeing Lu Qingyu. Nouveau riche. Lu Qingyu muttered in low voice. What caused Qin Yun to be amazed is that Han Zijing is following behind him. There are also several flirtatious women beside Han Zijing. Duan Fatesai invited many disciples of famous sects from Heavenly Charm Archipelago to have fun here. At this time, many large men walked in, took out large golden furnaces and placed them in the hall. Today is dragon meat feast. I ordered 5,000 jeans of dragon meat, everyone eat. Duan Fatesai said with loud laughter. He walked towards Lu Qingyu and suddenly felt that Qin Yun is somewhat familiar. Duan Fatesai is very doubtful and asked, Miss Lu, this person. He seems to be a swindler? Do you know him? How is he a swindler? He is my friend. Lu Qingyu also doesn't dare to say that Qin Yun is some great master Qin. Big brother Qin. After Han Zijing saw Qin Yun, he hastily walked over and yelled. Han Xiaoyi, who was wearing luxurious purple skirt, also walked over and sized up Lu Qingyu with disdainful expression. If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't dare to believe that this is Senior Lu's granddaughter. She is dressed like a country bumpkin. Moreover, she is together with a swindler. Lu Qingyu immediately became furious. Someone actually dared to call her a country bumpkin to her face. Everyone knew that Duan Faizai had once pursued Lu Qingyu. Now, because Han Xiaoyi can decide the distribution of the Heavenly Rhythm Archipelago, she also has a high and mighty position. She is also very cocky and does not put Lu Qingyu in her eyes. I'm not selling my dragon meat. Lu Qingyu is very angry, as she said angrily. Is the Lu family not going to keep their word? It's no wonder, after all, you are with a swindler. Han Xiaoyi's eyes are filled with arrogance as she rolled her eyes at Qin Yun. I have to say, the two of you are really compatible. Little E. Duan Faizai is also worried that he will anger Lu Qingyu, so he hurriedly stopped her from continuing. If you say that I am a swindler, you have to show evidence. Otherwise, this is slander. Qin Yun could not stand it any longer and said coldly, I recognize this guy. Back then, he sneaked onto our ship and injured young Master Wang and young Miss Lu. He is a pirate. A young man pointed at Qin Yun and shouted. It was that young Master Wang who wanted to snatch my shield. Qin Yun became angry when he mentioned this matter. Back then, Jiang Xianping invited him to board, but he was harmed by that young Master Wang. Duan Faizai said with a frown, Is there such a thing? Young Master Wang and young Miss Lu will also come later. Let them talk about this matter face to face. The other disciples of the famous sects are also secretly alarmed. Someone actually dared to make a move against young Master Wang and young Miss Lu. Chapter 1170. Chapter 1170. Teaching you to write. Qin Yun looked at Lu Qingyu. He knows that young Master Wang's background is not small. Even Lu Qingyu is somewhat apprehensive. Duan Faizai said, Miss Lu, when young Master Wang arrives, it would be best if you cut off all relations with this guy to avoid bringing disaster upon yourself. Although you are old Lu's granddaughter, young Master Wang is not someone to be trifled with. We are leaving. Lu Qingyu hastily walked towards the door, wanting to leave with Qin Yun. However, she was blocked by several young masters. Miss Lu, you can leave. But that guy cannot leave. A young man said in cold voice. Young Master Wang is my friend. I also heard that he was beaten up. Han Xiaoyi said with disdainful smile. Miss Lu, if you want to leave, leave by yourself. Don't take away the scoundrel who injured young Master Wang. I really did not expect that your friend would be such a barbaric person. He actually injured the respected young Master Wang. Young Master Wang wanted to rob my things. In order to protect myself, I could only injure him. Qin Yun's ice-cold and furious voice is accompanied by a burst of might. Ridiculous, what kind of background does young Master Wang have? His grandfather is a venerable master. The finesse of his runes is 11th level. Do you think he would like your trash? Duan Faizai said with sneer. Even if young Master Wang likes your things, it is your honor. Do you know how many people want to give him things but have no way to do so? Han Xiaoyi finished ridiculing Qin Yun, looked at Lu Qingyu and said with sneer. Miss Lu, you should quickly leave. Your country bumpkin attire is not suitable for this kind of occasion. Lu Qingyu very angrily said, Grandmaster Qin is not leaving, I am also not leaving. A young man said with smile, Oh my, is he really Grandmaster Qin? Qin Yun said to Lu Qingyu, Sell the dragon meat to him first, don't delay business. Even now, Qin Yun is still very calm. Right, leave the dragon meat. Duan Faizai also took out a storage pouch filled with regent origin stones. Lu Qingyu can only do business first. She is suddenly not worried about Qin Yun anymore because she heard Lu Haikong say that Qin Yun is also a venerable master. Han Xiaoyi has the appearance of a vile person intoxicated by success. she does not put anyone in her eyes. Especially now that she was facing Lu Qingyu, she was even more unscrupulous in her ridicule. Qin Yun never expected Lu Qingyu to be so tolerant. It was obvious that she did not dare to act recklessly in order to protect him. "Young Master Wang is here," someone suddenly shouted. Lu Qingyu hurriedly came to Qin Yun's side and whispered, "Don't be afraid, they won't dare to do anything to me." Young Master Wang, who was wearing a set of golden clothes, rushed in and shouted arrogantly, "Where is the bastard who hit me?" As soon as he finished speaking, he saw Qin Yun. "It's him, it's this bastard!" Young Master Wang angrily walked towards Qin Yun with clenched fists. "Wang Gongzi, you can't hit him. He's my grandfather's guest of honor." Lu Qingyu didn't want to say this, but in order to scare young Master Wang, she could only say this. "Lu Qingyu? Why was he dressed like a country bumpkin? Back then when I chased you, you ignored me. My grandfather is now a great master inscription master. Do you regret it?" Young Master Wang said with sneer. "Oh, that's right, who is this guy?" "He's Great Master Qin, my grandfather's friend." Lu Qingyu shouted. She also gathered her power and prepared to fight with her life on the line. "Ha ha, who does your grandfather think he is? He's just a rather powerful dragon slayer brute. I've never placed him in my eyes." Young Master Wang laughed loudly and said. Everyone else quickly retreated because while young Master Wang was laughing, his body suddenly released a very strong half-immortal power. "Is young Master Wang a half-immortal?" "No, it's the clothes he's wearing. That's a very powerful king-tier treasure robe. Inside it is condensed half-immortal power. Young Master Wang is truly awesome. I wonder how much that robe is worth." Everyone exclaimed in admiration. Even Han Xiaoyi and Duan Fatesai's faces are filled with envy. Qin Yun said indifferently, "I did hit you before, but it was also you who stole my things first." Young Master Wang laughed sinisterly and said, "I stole your things? Bullshit. That's because it's impossible for someone like you to have such a good shield. That was simply something you picked up, it doesn't belong to you." "Qin Yun is extremely angry," he said coldly. "It seems like you are still asking for a beating." Lu Qingyu scrambled to the side. Young Master Wang said angrily, "Don't even think about touching Great Master Qin. Lu Qingyu knows that Qin Yun's status is very honorable and is highly regarded by her grandfather. Therefore, she can't let Qin Yun suffer any harm." At this time, the seductive young Miss Lu also arrived. She is wearing a bright red long dress, and as soon as she arrived, she immediately found out what happened. Young Master Wang shouted, "Great Beauty Lu, go pull Lu Qingyu away. Let's go together." Han Xiaoyi quickly walked over and walked towards Lu Qingyu with young Miss Lu. Lu Qingyu took out her spear and said angrily, "You dare to touch me and see." Han Xiaoyi and young Miss Lu also know that Lu Qingyu is not easy to deal with. Although young Master Wang's words are very rude and unreasonable, he really doesn't dare to touch Lu Qingyu. "What kind of thing are you, standing behind a woman?" Duan Fatesai said with sneer. "If you have the guts, come out and fight with young Master Wang face to face." Young Master Wang said with sneer, "This bastard dares to attack me, he definitely doesn't know how the word death is written. Today, he won't be able to escape even if he grows wings." Duan Fatesai waved his hand and ordered people to close the door. Lu Qingyu is standing in front of Qin Yun with her spear in hand. "Lu Qingyu, aren't you very smart? Why are you mingling with this kind of person? Look at you, coming to this kind of place, you don't even dress up properly, what are you wearing? I am embarrassed to say that I know you." Young Miss Lu said with sneer. "Quickly get out of the way, we must teach this bastard a lesson today." Qin Yun suddenly took out his half-immortal shield, and said with cold expression, "You guys wanted to snatch my shield back then, right?" Seeing the shield, young Master Wang and young Miss Lu became very vigilant. They remember that Qin Yun is very strong. However, Thinking about how many people are here today, there are also 2 first tribulation, half-immortal old men, and they are not afraid anymore. This shield must be a very good king tool. How can a guy like you have this kind of king tool? Young Master Wang said with sneer. Hand over the shield to young Master Wang, kneel down and apologize to him. Maybe young Master Wang will let you go. Duan Faizai yelled. Let him go? Dream on. Today, I will let him know how the word death is written. Young Master Wang took out a long sword. It can be seen that it is a very strong weapon. Suddenly, Qin Yun rushed out, leaving behind only an afterimage. His speed is very fast. In the blink of an eye he arrived in front of young Master Wang. This kind of speed caused everyone present to be greatly shocked in their hearts. It must be known that all the disciples here are peak martial emperors or late-stage martial emperors, and Qin Yun's speed is as fast as a formidable half-immortal. After Qin Yun rushed over, he vigorously smashed the shield down on young Master Wang. Young Master Wang also has some strength. He subconsciously brandished his long sword to block. Boom! Qin Yun's half-immortal shield ferociously smashed down, smashing young Master Wang's long sword into pieces, and the shield also smashed young Master Wang's face. Young Master Wang screamed miserably. Those 2 half-immortal elders hastily rushed over, but they don't dare to take a step forward because Qin Yun has grabbed young Master Wang. Everyone is dumbstruck. Young Master Wang's status is incomparably honorable, yet Qin Yun dares to attack so heavily. And the most shocking thing is that Qin Yun's strength is very strong, far surpassing many formidable peak martial emperors. Qin Yun ruthlessly slapped young Master Wang's face. An idiot like you can't even block 2 of my moves, yet you dare say that I am not worthy of that shield? You still dare say that I am a lowly thing, then what is a weak chicken like you? Young Master Wang is extremely shocked in his heart. He can sense that Qin Yun can kill him at any time. Qin Yun indeed wants to kill young Master Wang, but considering that it will affect Lu Qingyu, he did not attack. Instead, he took out the mental resonance king pen and said with sneer, "Didn't you say that I don't know how to write the word death? I will write it on your face right now." Young Master Wang's throat is being grabbed by Qin Yun. His entire body is unable to move. He is being held in place by a special power. Qin Yun's other hand is holding the mental resonance king pen. Shwa 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 very quickly. He is carving something on young Master Wang's face. Moreover, his speed is very fast. Everyone can only see many hands moving very quickly. This scene caused those famous sect's disciples to be endlessly horrified. Because Qin Yun is very quickly carving something, moreover he looks very professional. Now it is as if Qin Yun has many illusory hands. He is carving very quickly. No one can see young Master Wang's face. That is because Qin Yun's carving speed is very fast. Not long after, Qin Yun stopped carving. A Black Death character has appeared on young Master Wang's face. It has been carved on his face. "Open the door!" Qin Yun coldly looked at Duan Faizai. "I will shout 10 times. If the door still does not open, I will cut off this bastard's ear." Duan Faizai's legs became weak. Along with those 2 half-immortals, they frantically rushed towards the door and opened it. Han Xiaoyi's face turned pale in fright. If young Master Wang was really killed, the group of them would be in big trouble. Young Master Duan, after Qingyu delivered the dragon meat, she wanted to leave immediately, but you wasted her precious time. How are you going to compensate? Qin Yun pinched young Master Wang and coldly looked at Duan Faizai. I will compensate her 100 Regent Origin stones. Duan Faizai really did not expect that even with 2 half-immortals here, they would not be able to suppress Qin Yun. This can only mean that Qin Yun's strength is very strong. He is not someone those 2 half-immortals can deal with. 1,000. Qin Yun's voice is as ice-cold as a blade. Alright, 1,000 it is. Duan Faizai is scared out of his wits. If young Master Wang dies on their ship, their Duan family will be in great trouble, they might even be finished. Lu Qingyu's slender legs also became somewhat weak. She knows that Qin Yun is a very awesome venerable inscription master, but she did not expect that his strength would be so dreadful. Many people know that inscription masters are rather weak. They are not experts in battle. Duan Fatesai's hand is trembling as he handed over 1,000 regent origin stones to Lu Qingyu. Lu Qingyu received them in a daze. Chapter 1171. Venerable Master Zhugabig Miss Lu doesn't dare to retaliate, she just let Qin Yun pinch her and said in fear, I have regent origin stones. Take them out. Qin Yun's voice is ice-cold and filled with threatening killing intent. Big Miss Lu's forehead is filled with cold sweat, her eyes are filled with fear. She took out a storage pouch in panic. There are more than 2,000 king-quality regent origin stones inside. Qin Yun took the storage pouch, grabbed the half-dead young Master Wang and walked towards the door. Lu Qingyu also doesn't dare to speak, she just followed behind Qin Yun. Everyone can only follow. They are very worried that Qin Yun will kill young Master Wang. Qin Yun floated down from the ship and landed on the small boat, then let Lu Qingyu control the boat. Master. Grandmaster Qin. Please let young Master Wang off. Duan Fatesai's voice is filled with pleading. Qin Yun vigorously waved his hand and threw young Master Wang out of the ship. Young Master Wang is like a piece of trash. He was thrown back onto the ship. Two half-immortals hastily caught young Master Wang and began healing him. Quickly kill him! Young Master Wang furiously shouted. Lu Qingyu and the two half-immortals caught up and hastily urged the small boat to move forward. After the two half-immortals handed over young Master Wang to Duan Fatesai, they flew towards Qin Yun's small boat. They are flying very slowly, they cannot fly very fast in the sky of transcending Xianxi region. Duan Fatesai also furiously yelled, Surname Qin, you bastard, you are dead for sure. Qin Yun shook his head and sighed, then took out the Lion King cannon and aimed at the luxurious ship. The Lion King cannon vibrated and shot out a golden red light ball. After the golden light ball flew out, it suddenly became incomparably large and shot towards the middle of the ship. Boom! The golden red light ball roared as it pierced through the middle of the luxurious ship and cut it in half. The two halves of the ship slowly sank. The people on the ship loudly shouted and flew up. Boom boom! Qin Yun used the Lion King cannon again and shot at the two half-immortals. Two exploding red light balls appeared in the sky. The two half-immortals were also injured and fell towards the slowly sinking ship. Qin Yun fixed the Lion King cannon at the stern of the ship and urged it to spew out intense air currents, propelling the ship forward very quickly. When Lu Qingyu saw what happened behind her, her heart was filled with shock. Qingyu, this matter has nothing to do with your Lu family. It's all my own doing. Don't worry. Qin Yun smiled at Lu Qingyu. Lu Qingyu was sweating profusely from fright. She never expected Qin Yun to do as he said. Furthermore, he did it so ferociously. Master Qin, if I wasn't here, would you have killed them all? Lu Qingyu asked softly after catching her breath. Maybe. Qin Yun said with smile and then sat down. Those fellows should still have some small boat. They will be able to return to Medicine King Island very soon. Lu Qingyu said, Don't worry, my grandfather will definitely protect you. On young Master Wang's face, there was a black death word carved on it. Furthermore, it was the kind that was difficult to wipe off. It didn't seem like it was carved on his skin at all. It seemed to be embedded in his flesh and bones. After looking in the mirror, he angrily shattered the mirror, then took out a mask and put it on. Don't tell anyone about this. If it is leaked, I will make your life worse than death. I will kill your entire family. Young Master Wang was very concerned about his face. He absolutely could not let such a shameful matter spread out. Han Xiaoyi looked at her brother, Han Zizheng. She suddenly felt that Master Qin was not a swindler. Duan Faitsai also thought of this point. He looked at the sunken ship and felt his heart ache. It was very expensive. He cursed himself. If he had let Qin Yun and Lu Qingyu leave earlier, nothing would have happened. He had courted death himself. Young Master Wang, are we just going to let it go like this? Young Miss Lu was also gnashing her teeth in anger. I will get my grandfather to take action. That bastard is dead for sure. Even Lu Haikong can't protect him. Young Master Wang shouted angrily, let's go back. Qin Yun and Lu Qingyu returned to the Golden Dragon ship. On the way back, Lu Qingyu sent a voice transmission to Lu Haikong and told him everything that had happened. Master Qin. Lu Haikong's expression was somewhat grave. Just call me a Yun. Qin Yun smiled faintly. Don't worry, I will leave as soon as possible. When the time comes, just tell them that I have already left. Lu Haikong also admires Qin Yun for being so calm even now. A Yun, you don't need to leave. Our sea dragon race is one of the 5 great sea races, how can we be afraid? Lu Haikong said with smile. Grandfather, that young Master Wang's grandfather is a sea eagle race great master, that is why he dares to be so rude and unreasonable. Humph. Lu Qingyu said. Young Master Wang's grandfather is called Zhuge Qingxiong. He has just finished carving 11th level Dao runes. He is far from being as awesome as a Yun. A Yun can carve 11th level dragon totem. Lu Haikong said with chuckle. I will go back and rest. Qin Yun is only going back to chat with Nangong Shuiru. After Qin Yun left, Lu Qingyu once again explained how Qin Yun taught young Master Wang a lesson. Grandfather, what cultivation do you think Big Brother Qin has? Dealing with a peak martial emperor is as easy as dealing with a chicken. That young Master Wang is also fully equipped, but he was defeated by Big Brother Qin in just a few moves. Lu Qingyu exclaimed in admiration again. He should be a half-immortal, as for how many tribulation half-immortals he is, I don't know. He always looks like he has something to rely on, it is clear that he is very confident. Earlier when Duan Faitsai provoked him, he did not get angry because he did not want to lower himself to the same level as those guys. This time, those guys are really too much. Lu Haikong said. Indeed, Big Brother Qin is a venerable master, so what if he has a very strong shield? That young Master Wang actually tried to snatch it and said that Big Brother Qin picked it up. Duan Faitsai and those guys think that it is very reasonable. Lu Qingyu's harvest is not bad, she earned 1,000 Regent Origin stones, she is very happy in her heart. Lu Haikong said with smile. Qingyu, you should also go back and rest. Leave the rest to me. Duan residence, young Master Wang is lying on the bed. A few formidable half-immortals of the Duan residence are healing him. The character on his face is still there, he doesn't even dare to look at himself in the mirror. Qin Yun used a very profound technique to carve the rune, it is very difficult to erase it unless Qin Yun takes action. Duan Faitsai and Han Xiaoyi are sitting in the living room with grave expression. Kai, it seems like that Grandmaster Qin is truly Lu Haikong's friend. After Lu Haikong was swindled by the Sea Tiger race, he must have thought of a way to find Grandmaster Qin and apologize. Han Xiaoyi said while gnashing her teeth. That guy, what is his purpose in getting close to my brother? No wonder Lu Qingyu is so protective of him. Duan Faitsai said in a very jealous manner. What? Are you jealous? Han Xiaoyi's expression turned cold. Just call your brother over and ask, won't you know? Duan Faitsai groaned. I asked him, he only said that whatever Big Brother Qin wants to help him save me. Don't tell me that there is really such a good person? Han Xiaoyi's expression is filled with disbelief. Oh, that's right, don't tell anyone about today's matter, let young Master Wang handle it himself. If we tell anyone, he will kill us. Duan Faitsai warned. Who dares? Han Xiaoyi naturally doesn't dare. A character has been written on young Master Wang's face and it can't be erased. he won't have the face to see anyone. At this moment, an old man walked in. It is the patriarch of the Duan family. Father, how is young Master Wang's condition? Duan Faizai asked hurriedly. His injuries have stabilized, but the word on his face can't be removed. Our inscription masters all said that it is a very exquisite carving technique that penetrates deep into the flesh and blood. It will be impossible to remove in a short period of time, so we can only wait for Grandmaster Zhuge to come. The Duan family's patriarch's eyes are filled with fierceness as he asked in a deep voice, "What's going on? How did you provoke such a powerful person? Tell me the details." Duan Faizai and Han Xiaoi hemmed and hawed, not daring to say anything. "We can't say it, young Master Wang will kill us," Duan Faizai said with his head lowered. "If you don't say it, then I'll punish you. Even a large ship will be destroyed." The Duan family's patriarch is furious, his killing intent is soaring. "Father, I'll tell you about it, don't tell anyone." Duan Faizai is also afraid of punishment, so he and Han Xiaoi told the Duan family's patriarch what had happened. After the Duan family's patriarch heard this, his expression became gloomy and he shouted angrily, "This matter, it can be said that you brought it upon yourselves. Father, is Grandmaster Zhuge afraid of Lu Haikong? How about this, when the time comes, you can also go with him and ask that Grandmaster Qin to compensate us for the ship. He also asked me to give Lu Qingyu 1,000 Emperor Origin Stones. We have to get it back." Duan Faizai said in a low voice. "What if Grandmaster Qin leaves? Grandmaster Zhuge will compete with Lu Haikong? That's impossible. You guys, a bunch of idiots who look down on people." The Duan family's patriarch angrily pointed at Duan Faizai and reprimanded, "Especially you clearly know that girl Lu Qingyu's personality. A man who can make her care so much is definitely not an ordinary person. Patriarch, what is Grandmaster Qin's purpose in approaching my brother?" Han Xiaoi asked doubtfully. "No purpose, it should be that he really wants to help your brother. Also, it is extremely likely that the Zhao family was killed by this Grandmaster Qin and then framed our Duan family. This is an expert." The Duan family's patriarch stood at the door and looked into the distance as he pondered. Duan Faizai said again, "Father, Lu Haikong wrongly blamed that Grandmaster Qin before and then found Grandmaster Qin and even apologized. Is that right?" The Duan family's patriarch turned around and a strange look flashed in his eyes as he said, "Good question. If I'm not wrong, after Lu Haikong returned, he definitely found out that there was something wrong with the dragon egg. Maybe he opened it secretly. Later, with the help of that Grandmaster Qin, he set up a trap and ruthlessly tricked the Sea Tiger tribe. Otherwise, with Lu Haikong's character, he would definitely not let people watch a divine dragon hatch in such a grand manner. There must be something fishy about it." When Duan Faizai heard this, he immediately became very excited and said, "Why don't we tell this matter to the Sea Tiger tribe? Don't talk nonsense without evidence. Even if there is, we can't tell the Sea Tiger tribe. If the Sea Tiger tribe and the Sea Dragon tribe start a war in our Tianyun archipelago, the consequences will be unimaginable. Both of you sign a soul contract with me and don't leak this matter," the Duan family's patriarch said with a cold face. Duan Faizai and Han Xiaoi could only do as he said. Chapter 1172. Dragonhead Qin Yun told Nangong Shuiru to come out of a spacious secret room. Ever since she came to Transcending Xian Sea region from Ancient Domain, she always wanted to come out and take a look. Now that she is in a secret room, she can't help but feel a bit disappointed. She smiled sweetly and said, "Teacher Qin, is it rare that I can't see the light? Can't you let me go out and have a look? You are so beautiful, even the light will dim when it sees you." Qin Yun said with mischievous smile. "Besides, I can't bear to show such a great beauty to others. Mr. Qin, why are you so sweet? Do you need my help?" Nangong Shuiru rebuked. You have so many great beauties around you, I might not even be one of them. Besides, why are you reluctant to part with me, making me do hard labor all day long? Nangong Shuiru also saw them inside the Nine Sun Divine Soul. She also knows that they are working inside the Nine Sun Divine Soul. Qin Yun said with a sincere expression, How can that be? I'm just looking for something for you to do so that you can become more proficient in inscription. Nangong Shuiru pursed her lips and smiled. Then I will thank Teacher Qin. That's right, what do you want? Hurry up and say it. I'm currently refining that spear. Shuiru, do you still remember the longevity jade nectar I told you about before? Asked Qin Yun. Of course I remember. Nangong Shuiru nodded and became serious. Soon after, Qin Yun took out a booklet given to him by River Sun Palace Master. Inside it is the method to refine longevity jade nectar. Study it when you have time. Nangong Shuiru took a look and became immersed in it. She slightly nodded her head and said, Longevity jade nectar, even immortals are useful. I have the utensils and herbs to refine the longevity nectar, but I will need some time to plant them. You and Weiwei, Xiaofei and the others should study it and see how to grow it better. Qin Yun said. Refining longevity jade nectar is not very difficult. River Sun Palace Master gave him a set of tools, but he needs someone proficient in pill refinement to operate it. Qin Yun feels that Nangong Shuiru will need to stay in the Nine Sun Divine Soul for a period of time, so he asked her to help. Shuiru, the area I'm in right now isn't very safe. If there is a chance in the future, I will let you come out and have a look. Qin Yun said with smile. Nangong Shuiru smiled sweetly and returned to the first pearl of the Nine Sun Divine Soul. Ling Yun Er's voice echoed in Qin Yun's mind. Shuiru is really a good girl. Such a beauty, how good it is to hug her in my arms. She is fragrant and soft and her body is also very good. Great beauty Yuner, you are much more beautiful than her. Qin Yun said with smile. I am not a real existence, I am just a spirit. Ling Yun pouted coquettishly. Qin Yun took out some talisman papers and Gemini treasure mirror. He wants to craft mysterious penetration Dao talisman and 9 condensation Dao talisman. These are very useful in transcending Xianxi region. Ling Yun giggled and said, Xiao Yun, the death character you carved on young Master Wang's face is very clever. After his grandfather sees it, it will definitely be difficult to remove. If Master Zhuge can't remove the words on Lord Wang's face, it means that he is not as good as me. He will definitely come to me. This can also be considered a contest between me and him. Qin Yun said with smile. If Master Zhuge can see your inscription level from that character, he will have some misgivings about you. He will also guess that Sea Dragon race attaches great importance to you and he will have some misgivings about you. Even Duan family will not dare to target you. Ling Yun said. Qin Yun wants this kind of result. He did not kill young Master Wang, but he made young Master Wang lose all face. He can also use that character to intimidate Grandmaster Zhuge and Duan family. At the same time, it won't be a matter of life and death. Duan residence, Zhuge Qingxiong is wearing red robe. There are many eagle pattern engraved on his robe. This is the symbol of Sea Eagle race. He doesn't look old, only his crow's feet are very obvious. However, his skin is white and rosy. Because his hair and eyebrows are all white, he gives people a feeling that he is very old. But in comparison, he is much more spirited than a youngster like Duan Faitesai. Zhuge Qingxiong went to young Master Wang's room and stayed inside for more than an hour. Duan family master and Duan Faitesai are waiting outside. After Zhuge Qingxiong came out, his expression was very solemn. Grandmaster Zhuge, did you remove the words on young Master Wang's face? Duan family master asked. Zhuge Qingxiong shook his head and frowned. He slowly sat on a chair and picked up the tea poured by Duan Faitsai. He sipped it and pondered without saying a word. Duan Family Master and Duan Faitsai stood at the side and did not continue to ask. Zhuge Qingxiong drank a few cups of tea and said, "Tell me the specifics of what happened. That person, how much time did he use to carve that word?" Duan Faitsai told Zhuge Qingxiong everything in detail. Zhuge Qingxiong listened very seriously and did not ask any questions. He only frowned. At this time, Han Xiaoyi also walked in and slightly bowed to Zhuge Qingxiong. After Duan Faitsai finished speaking, he said in a low voice, "Grandmaster Zhuge, it's all because that guy is too arrogant." Han Xiaoyi also snorted and said, "That's right. That Master Qin is quite powerful, but he can't be like this." He clearly knew that he is Grandmaster Zhuge's grandson, but he still dared to make a move and even damaged our ship. Zhuge Qingxiong sneered, "You should be thanking him for not killing you. Even 2 half-immortals were injured by him. Do you think you martial emperors can survive facing him? What's more, if he killed all of you and left, we really can't do anything to him." Duan Family Master also nodded and said, "He killed all of you to silence you. We don't even know how you died." Does he really dare to do that? Duan Faitsai's forehead is full of sweat. Why wouldn't he dare? He has strength and we don't know his background. We only know that he knows Lu Haikong. If he killed all of you and escaped far away, don't tell me that we are going to fight the Sea Dragon clan? Zhuge Qingxiong sneered and said, "You guys are still too young." "They are both young, but that Master Qin is very calm," Duan Family Master said. "He destroyed our ship, how can he still be calm?" Han Xiaoyi snorted and said, "He didn't kill you, it proves that he is not a bloodthirsty person. He simply disdains to kill a weak martial emperor like you." Zhuge Qingxiong shook his head and smiled. "He must have heard that I, Grandmaster Zhuge, am Wang Leiyin's grandfather, so he deliberately gave me a difficult problem." Duan Faitsai said in amazement, "Grandmaster Zhuge, you are saying that he deliberately wrote that word for you to see?" Han Xiaoyi said with smile, "This kind of small problem is definitely not difficult for Grandmaster Zhuge, right? That guy is at most a master and you are a grandmaster." Zhuge Qingxiong let out a long sigh and said, "This is truly difficult for me. I can erase that word but it will take a very long time. But the time he used to carve that word is very short. Do you know what this means?" Duan Faitsai and Han Xiaoyi looked at each other in dismay, and then shook their heads. Duan Family Master said in a somewhat heavy tone, "It means that his level is above yours?" Zhuge Qingxiong took a deep breath and slowly nodded. How is this possible? Duan Faitsai's face is filled with disbelief. He looks as young as us. This is the truth. His level of inscription is higher than mine. Zhuge Qingxiong let out a long sigh. "Grandmaster Zhuge, doesn't it mean that only he can quickly erase the word on young Master Wang's face? Do we have to go find him?" Duan Family Master also knows the seriousness of the matter. "Not for now. First arrange people to investigate this person's background, then go find out whether or not other Sea Dragon race people know of this person's existence. I can see that this person is extremely low-key and doesn't care about his reputation. Back then when Lu Haikong treated him as a swindler, he just laughed it off. This kind of mental state is very high." Zhuge Qingxiong waved his hand. Duan Faitsai said, "Grandmaster Zhuge, if you appear, he should help young Master Wang erase that word, right?" Zhuge Qingxiong laughed. "I plan to let this brat Wang Leiyin bear that word for a period of time, so that he can remember it better." He looked at Duan Faitsai and said again, let's go take a look at Medicine King Chu's immortal medicine. Let's see how strong the legendary immortal formation is." Qin Yun stayed in the secret room for a day and made many talismans. After he came out of the secret room, he arrived at the deck of the vast golden dragon ship. What caused him to be surprised is that the vast golden dragon ship is not at the shore of the Medicine King Island, rather it is sailing on the sea. Lu Qingyu is wearing black battle armor, holding a spear in her hand. She is standing perfectly straight on the huge dragon head at the bow of the ship. Her long hair is fluttering in the wind. She looks very domineering. "Qingyu, where are we going?" Qin Yun asked. "We are going to a small island in the vicinity. Our sea dragon race's big boss has arrived. Grandfather will rush over to greet him," Lu Qingyu said with smile. "At that time, you will surely be able to see all kinds of dragon ships. That is our sea dragon race's gathering. There are over 10,000 large ships." Qin Yun now has a good understanding of the 5 great sea races. They are the 5 factions of transcending Xian Sea region. They are similar to gangs, they are composed of many clans. The 5 great sea races are all named after beasts. Sea dragon race is dragon, sea tiger race is tiger, sea eagle race is eagle. There are also sea wolf race and sea qilin race. Qin Yun feels that these are very large gangs. They call them clans because they want to be more united and unified, just like large clans. "Big brother Qin, are you going to join in the fun?" Lu Qingyu jumped down from the dragon head and asked. "I want to refine tools for you," Qin Yun said with smile. "I knew that Big brother Qin doesn't like this kind of occasion. But don't worry, my grandfather will take advantage of this gathering to ask about the immortal sex." Lu Qingyu nodded and said again, "My weapon is not urgent, don't stay in the secret room all the time, go take a walk outside." Qingyu, which island in the Heavenly Charm Archipelago has the most medicinal ingredients? Qin Yun asked. "He wants to buy some for Nangong Shuuru and the others." "South Qing Island is over there, it is the 2nd largest island. If you want to go, I will go with you," Lu Qingyu said. "No need, I will go by myself," Qin Yun said. Lu Qingyu gave Qin Yun a map and a voice transmission Dharma treasure used for communication. Qin Yun stood on the half-immortal shield and used the Lion King cannon to propel it towards South Qing Island. Chapter 1173. Chapter 1173. 9 Essence Immortal Flower. Qin Yun is standing on the half-immortal shield as if he is flying towards the blue South Island. Ling Yuner said, "Xiao Yun, don't you find it strange that so many people from Sea Dragon race are gathered here?" Qin Yun thought about it and said, "It is not strange at all. This is Heavenly Charm Archipelago. Sea Dragon race must want to split some islands. My guess is that Duan family wants to give away many islands. 5 great sea races have dominated this area for many years. They must have islands, but why are they gathering here?" Ling Yuner asked. "Could it be that Heavenly Charm Archipelago is hiding something?" Qin Yun guessed this before, but he is somewhat puzzled as he said, "This Heavenly Charm Archipelago has rich spiritual energy. There should be many places like this in transcending Xian Sea region, so it is not strange at all. There must be some other matter that made Sea Dragon race gather here. Maybe because it is a secret, Lu Haikong did not tell you," Ling Yuner said. Qin Yun looked at the blue South Island and said, "Let's not talk about this first. I will think of a way to take back the immortal medicine King Chu gave me." He also feels that Heavenly Charm Archipelago is hiding something, otherwise Medicine King Chu would not have hidden this place. Ling Yuner said again, "Duan family will not dare to monopolize Heavenly Charm Archipelago. They will surely give a part of it to the 5 great sea races. As for what secret it is, only the leaders of the 5 great sea races know." After reaching the shore, Qin Yun stored the Lion King cannon and half-immortal shield. He can already hear clamor coming from the shore. Clearly there are many people on this island. Yuner, islands are very rare in transcending Xian Sea region. Especially islands with rich spiritual energy. Qin Yun suddenly thought of something. "I have been floating in transcending Xian Sea region for so long, but I have never seen any islands. It is very possible. So Heavenly Charm Archipelago is very rare. Ling Yuna recalled that Qin Yun indeed did not see any islands before. Heavenly Charm Archipelago has many islands, although they don't have many resources. They are very safe because they are very large. For people who drift at sea all year round, this is a very good gathering place. Not long after the Heavenly Charm Islands had been discovered, many people had gathered here. It was clear that this kind of island was very popular. Qin Yun said with a smile. The 5 Great Sea Race did not occupy the islands early on. They are probably worried that there are traps on the islands. Now that they are certain that the islands are safe, they are gathering here. Ling Yuner said, the 5 Great Sea Clans are very powerful. If they want to snatch it, no one can do anything. I have to say the Duan family is very smart. This way they can curry favor with the 5 sea races. Qin Yun looked at the long coast. There are many huge ships docked there. Transcending Xian Sea region is very big. Over the years, there have been many people wandering around this sea region. Now that they found out that there is a good place to gather, they all rushed over, mainly to do business or to make some friends. Qin Yun told Nangong Shueru to wear a mask. A troublemaker like Nangong Shueru can easily stir up trouble. She put on a black robe and covered her waist-length hair. There are only 3 suns left. What a pity! Nangong Shueru looked at the 3 blazing suns in the blue sky and sighed. She can easily absorb 9 suns' spiritual energy here. Ancient domains people have very good aptitude, especially when it comes to spirit veins. Nangong Shueru has 8 spirit veins, so she can absorb 8 types of sun's spiritual energy. These suns' spiritual energy have been accumulated in transcending Xian Sea region for many years. Now they are being released continuously, but the amount of time they can be released is very limited. Some people estimate that it will be completely released in several thousand years. Qin Yun pulled Nangong Shueru's delicate hand and started walking on the main street of the coast. Nangong Shueru is like a curious baby. She is looking all around. She is very fond of those big ships on the coast, especially those that are several thousand meters long. They are the ones that amaze her the most. There is no super large sea in ancient domain, so these kind of ships are very rare. There is no divine inscription palace in transcending Xian Sea region. There are only small shops selling magic tools and tool refining materials. There are no large shop. Nangong Shueru pulled Qin Yun's arm and walked on the coast. She followed behind Qin Yun and boarded a very large blue ship. Qin Yun came here because he heard that this ship has many edible fish for sale. There are so many beautiful fish. Nangong Shueru pointed at a fish in the pond and lightly yelled. This fish is 2 to 3 meters long, its tail is flickering with red light, it looks like a peacock's tail. Its scales are also flickering with red light. Seeing that Nangong Shueru likes it, Qin Yun bought it and nurtured it inside the first pearl of the 9 Sun Divine Soul. The first pearl of the 9 Sun Divine Soul has already been transformed into a very beautiful small world. It looks like a land of peach blossoms. Qin Yun is worried that Yang Yang will eat it after buying it. Mo, this little fairy, is very fond of this kind of beautiful fish. Therefore, she warned Yang Yang in an unprecedentedly strict manner not to eat these fish. Yang Yang is very obedient to Mo is like a little sister inside the 9 Sun Divine Soul. Even Shui Weiwei is very obedient to her. Qin Yun bought many kinds of fish on this ship. This is to make the 9 Sun Divine Spirit less stuffy. Xiao Yun, let's go take a look at those medicinal ingredients. Didn't you say that this island has many medicinal ingredients for sale? Nangong Shueru said. Qin Yun left the ship with Nangong Shueru. Then he called for a carriage and told the driver to take them to the street where medicinal ingredients are being sold. Nangong Shueru feels that she is older than Qin Yun, so she directly called him by his nickname. Not long after, the carriage arrived at the street where medicinal ingredients are being sold. The street is very long and very wide. There are all kinds of shops on both sides of the street. Some of these shops are dozens of floors tall. Qin Yun and Nangong Shuiru can smell the fragrance of all kinds of flowers and plants while walking on the street. Nangong Shuiru is also very busy looking around. Transcending Xian Sea region's medicinal ingredients are very different from ancient domains. Qin Yun has not delved into this aspect. He gave many books on pill refining to Nangong Shuiru so that she can learn more. Nangong Shuiru is very interested in medicinal ingredient. She also wants to take a look at each shop. There are many small shops in this place. Nangong Shuiru wants to take a look at the small shops first and then go to the big shop. There are only a few large pill shops. Although there are many different kinds of medicinal ingredients in the small shops, Nangong Shuiru doesn't like any of them. She is now a fourth tribulation half-immortal. Ordinary medicinal ingredients are useless to half-immortals. Nangong Shuiru only wants to buy some very beautiful flowers and plants for Shui Weiwei to grow. Shui Weiwei wants these beautiful flowers and plants the most. Let's go to the big shops. Nangong Shuiru looked at the large building in front of them. She pulled Qin Yun and quickly walked over. She seems very anxious and also somewhat expectant. Even if it is very rare and difficult to grow medicinal ingredients, Nangong Shuiru has a way to make them grow. She uses Qin Yun's Sun-Moon Divine Bowl to condense a special liquid that allows medicinal ingredients to grow very quickly. Nangong Shuiru is full of praise for the Sun-Moon Divine Bowl. When they arrived at the entrance of the large shop and wanted to enter, they were stopped. You are not allowed to wear masks. A beautiful woman at the entrance explained. Nangong Shuiru can only take off her white mask. Seeing Nangong Shuiru's absolutely beautiful face, the woman at the entrance became very envious. Let's go in. Nangong Shuiru very excitedly walked in. There are many flower pots inside the shop. Each flower pot has been specially refined. There are many runes on them. These flower pots are all magic tools. The soil inside looks like a golden viscous liquid. All kinds of flowers and plants are planted in these flower pots. They are full of vitality, releasing all kinds of fragrance. Some are even releasing beautiful multicolored light. These are all of low quality. Let's go up and take a look. Nangong Shuiru pulled Qin Yun and rushed up the stairs. They arrived at the second floor. There are also many flower pots here, but the ones on this floor are very big. The flower pots on this floor are a bit bigger than the ones on the first floor. Therefore, there are not many medicinal ingredients on this floor. Nangong Shuiru's beautiful eyes swept through the floor and realized that the medicinal ingredients here are not very good. They arrived at the 10th floor and saw that there are only a few dozen types of medicinal ingredients here. However, there are many people here. Qin Yun and Nangong Shuiru's arrival caused many people to be startled. It must be known that most of the people here are old and middle-aged men. A female pill master like Nangong Shuiru is very rare. As soon as she arrived, she stared at a cauldron. The cauldron is half a meter tall, it is round and has many runes carved on it. There is a small flower blossoming with 9 colored light on the top of the cauldron. The flower had 9 petals, and the center of the flower was made up of 9 small beads. Each petal was of a different color, and the small beads at the center of the flower were also of the same color, so it could release a 9-colored light. This is a 9-origin immortal flower, Nangong Shuiru said in low voice. This caused many old men to be amazed. They don't know what kind of flower this is, they only know that it is an immortal medicine. Young lady, your eyesight is very good. This flower was obtained by this old man by chance. A white-clothed old man walked out and said with smile. How much? Nangong Shuiru asked. 50,000 king-quality regent origin stones, the old man said again. Many people inhaled a mouthful of air. This flower is very expensive. Too expensive. Nangong Shuiru shook her head. Shuiru, is this flower important? Qin Yun asked. Not bad. Nangong Shuiru thought for a bit, but it doesn't matter if you don't want it. 48,000. The old man said again. Nangong Shueru shook her head. Qin Yun yelled, 10,000. Dream on. The old man glared at Qin Yun. You youngsters, if you can't afford it, don't go around asking the price. Xiao Yun, let's go. This flower is only worth 15,000. Nangong Shueru said in low voice. Chapter 1174. Chapter 1174. Lu Sanfeng Nangong Shueru ignored the old man and continued looking at the other medicinal ingredients. The old man became somewhat anxious and said again, Little girl, you must speak clearly. Why are you saying that my 9-origin immortal flower is only worth 15,000? This will affect my selling price. If you don't speak clearly, don't even think of leaving. As he spoke, he withdrew a voice transmission magic treasure and said, I'll call someone over right now. Nangong Shueru's eyebrows are slightly creased as she looked at Qin Yun. Qin Yun is not afraid at all. Nangong Shueru is a 4th tribulation half-immortal. Because she has a talisman that allows her to hide her aura, no one here knows her cultivation. The strongest person here is only a 4th tribulation half-immortal. Not long after, someone arrived. It is a large man. He is wearing armor and half a mask. He is tall and big. He looks very scary. He is a 1st tribulation half-immortal. After this burly man came up, he was followed by a few younger brothers. Xiao Lu, that girl said that my medicinal ingredients are only worth 15,000. The old man pointed at Nangong Shueru and said, The few younger brothers behind the large man are all young men. They are all wearing luxurious clothes. It is clear that they are the young masters of powerful families. When they saw Nangong Shueru's beautiful face, they were completely stunned. Brother Lu, I remember that man, he seems to be a swindler. He entered the banquet to swindle food and drink, but was kicked out by young Master Duan. A young man said in low voice, Is there such a thing? Then could it be that he is here to swindle medicinal ingredients? Brother Lu coldly smiled, then walked towards Qin Yun and yelled, You said that old man's medicinal ingredients are only worth 15,000? Many people on this floor are watching the show. Qin Yun guessed that this old man is the owner of this shop or he is one of the upper echelons of this shop. Qin Yun looked at Nangong Shueru and said, I didn't say it. She said it. Go and find her. Nangong Shueru glared at Qin Yun with hidden bitterness. He is always pushing the blame onto her. Qin Yun just wants to watch the show. He wants to see how this great beauty will deal with these people. If the matter becomes too big, he won't be able to take action. This young lady is so beautiful. How could she do such a thing? You must have deceived her. To be honest, did you threaten her to cheat with you? Brother Lu took out a large saber and placed it on Qin Yun's neck. Qin Yun is puzzled. It was clearly Nangong Shueru who said it, yet she came to cause trouble for him. He secretly despised his big brother Lu for being so easily bewitched by Nangong Shueru's beauty. He did not threaten me, it is indeed what I said. Nangong Shueru said, Miss, does he have something on you? Brother Lu said sternly, If he does, tell me and I will break his legs. Don't worry, we will definitely uphold justice for you. He really did not threaten me. Nangong Shueru promptly shook her head. You don't dare to admit it because you're worried that he'll take revenge, right? Is your family in his hands? Brother Lu was anxious. He wanted to put on a show of a hero saving the damsel in distress. Brother Lu, that guy is a liar. He wanted to use Han Zijing to deceive young Master Duan, but fortunately he was seen through on the spot. A youth yelled. Brother Lu coldly looked at Qin Yun and furiously said, You scoundrel! Hurry up and admit it. Nangong Shueru walked over and earnestly said, He is really not a scoundrel, he is my friend. The few youths Brother Lu brought along are now all talking at once, saying that Qin Yun is a scoundrel. They want to help their brother Lu play the role of a hero saving the damsel in distress. This scoundrel is very famous. he has deceived many women. He must be relying on his handsome face to swindle women everywhere. I heard he has also deceived many widows. He is truly a beast. Qin Yun speechlessly looked at Nangong Shuiru. Nangong Shuiru naturally knows that these people are talking nonsense, but she still finds it very funny. Others don't know, but she is very clear that Qin Yun has many beauties around him. There is no need for him to swindle women. When one person said that Qin Yun is a scoundrel, everyone did not believe it. But now that several people said it together, everyone immediately believed it and began criticizing Qin Yun. That old man furiously said, "Xiao Lu, arrest him. I am the third boss of this shop. If something happens, I will take responsibility. This scoundrel actually wanted to swindle my immortal medicine at a low price. He is truly despicable." Brother Lu looked at Qin Yun and said with sneer, "Admit it yourself." Nangong Shuiru hastily stood in front of Qin Yun and explained, "Boss, you misunderstood. Your 9-origin immortal flower is indeed not worth that much. 9-origin immortal flower can only release 9-sun immortal energy. This kind of energy can be condensed from immortal origin. I just think that the flower is very pretty. To be honest, even if you offered me 10,000, I still wouldn't want it. It's not very useful, but it is also very expensive." The shop owner is stunned. He somewhat angrily said, "Young lady, are you being forced to swindle people? You are so pretty, you can't do this kind of immoral thing." Brother Lu furiously said, "It is all because of this brat. Quickly tell me the truth. How did you threaten this young lady? Otherwise I will make you wish you were dead. Do you know who I am? I am Lu Haikong's eldest grandson, Lu Canfeng. I have the sea dragon race behind me." Qin Yun is somewhat amazed. He did not expect that Lu Haikong's eldest grandson would be in charge of security. "Scoundrel, our big brother Lu is not a coward like young Master Duan. He always does what he says." A young man yelled, "If you are tactful, quickly admit it." Nangong Shuiru lightly sighed. "I am a pill master. I have done some research on medicinal ingredients." "Are you really a pill master? This kind of lie is very easy to see through." The third boss said with sneer, "Then why don't you refine a batch of pills for me to see?" Many of the people who bought medicinal ingredients here were also alchemists. Nangong Shuiru has no other choice but to take out some tools for refining pills. Seeing her take out those tools, everyone let out a low cry. Even Lu Sanfeng's eyes almost popped out of their sockets because in his eyes, only bald old men know how to refine pills. This peerless beauty, as beautiful as a flower and jade, actually knows how to refine pills. Nangong Shuiru very earnestly took out some medicinal ingredients, then very elegantly and skillfully processed them. Finally, she placed them into 3 tools. Some of them are refined into powder, some are refined into liquid, and some are refined into thick medicinal milk. Qin Yun also doesn't know what Nangong Shuiru is refining. He gently pushed aside Lu Sanfeng's large saber and said with smile, "Big brother Lu, right? Your sea dragon race's big boss has arrived. Why are you still here?" "You. How did you know that our big boss has arrived?" Big brother Lu suddenly feels that this person before him is not a scoundrel. "Qingyu told me," Qin Yun said with smile. "Qingyu? You actually harmed Qingyu. Lu Canfeng really wants to chop off Qin Yun's head with his saber. You scoundrel, you actually swindled our goddess Lu," a young man said with red eyes. Qin Yun chuckled, took out a few contract talismans and said, "You all slandered me just now. Do you dare to take these contract talismans and guarantee that what you said just now is true?" Everyone looked at the contract talismans in Qin Yun's hand and are secretly apprehensive. These are very expensive. You. A red-clothed youth's forehead is dripping with sweat. Schwa. For some reason, Qin Yun suddenly flashed behind the red-clothed youth and pressed his hand on the youth's shoulder. Everyone was startled by Qin Yun's strange movement technique. It must be known that this place is very small and the red-clothed youth is standing behind Lu Canfeng. Yet Qin Yun suddenly bypassed Lu Canfeng and arrived behind the red-clothed youth. This is simply impossible. This kind of high-speed movement is very strange and there is no aura at all. It must be known that there are many half-immortals here. Lu Canfeng is also a first tribulation half-immortal, but they don't know how Qin Yun managed to get past him. Brother, you say that I swindled widows, can you tell me the names of those widows? Qin Yun vigorously pinched the red-clothed youth's shoulder. You say that I am a swindler, I don't feel like paying attention to you. But you slander me, saying that I harmed widows, I can't tolerate this. That red-clothed youth is a peak martial emperor. He sensed a thread of berserk half-immortal power being transmitted through his shoulder. His body immediately shivered and he yelled, "Big brother Lu, save me!" He is a half-immortal, at least third tribulation, half-immortal. A young third tribulation half-immortal, moreover he is so handsome, how can he swindle widows? Everyone inhaled a mouthful of cold air because such a young and formidable half-immortal is very rare. Lu Canfeng is Lu Haikong's eldest grandson. He is also a first tribulation half-immortal. Lu Canfeng is now completely dumbstruck because Qin Yun's speed is just too fast. He could have easily killed him. Take this contract talisman, you only need to say that you did not lie. If you lie, you will die from the backlash of the contract. Qin Yun's voice is calm as he handed over the talisman. Uncle, I was wrong, I was just talking nonsense. The red-clothed youth's legs became soft and he knelt on the ground with a plop. The other youth's legs also became soft because Qin Yun is releasing a heavenly might aura. It is as if heavenly tribulation is about to arrive. Lu Canfeng is also a person who has seen wind and waves. After calming down, he coldly looked at his little brothers and furiously said, "Are you all talking nonsense? Are you trying to harm me? Big brother Lu, they are all lying but this. This great hero was blown away by young Master Duan, I saw it with my own eyes." A black-clothed man said in panic. I indeed had a misunderstanding with young Master Duan. But I am not a swindler, it is just that he thinks I am a swindler. Qin Yun laughed and then looked at Nangong Shuiru because she is about to finish concocting pills. The third boss is also staring blankly at Nangong Shuiru concocting pills. Seeing that Nangong Shuiru has finished concocting pills, he is completely convinced that Nangong Shuiru is a pill master. Lu Canfeng is also speechless. He hastily walked towards the stairs and yelled at his little brothers, "Still not scramming? Shuiru, let's go," Qin Yun said with smile. Chapter 1175. Chapter 1175. Senseless immortality. Qin Yun saw that the third boss urged them to stay and said with smile, "Boss, if your price is a bit more generous, we will follow you to take a look." Definitely generous, definitely generous. The third boss doesn't know the origin of Qin Yun and Nangong Shuiru, but according to his many years of experience, their origin is definitely not ordinary. Nangong Shuiru nodded at Qin Yun and then followed the third boss to a higher floor. Everyone else is guessing the identity of Qin Yun and Nangong Shuiru. Could it be that they are from the Five Great Sea race? That man knows Lu Qingyu. I heard that Lu Qingyu is not easy to approach, but this man actually knows her. He is quite awesome. Didn't you see? That woman is not only a pill master, she is also a city-toppling beauty. She is much more beautiful than Lu Qingyu. Indeed, what is the origin of this man? Didn't young Master Duan have a misunderstanding with this man? Let's go ask around. The group of people quickly left the shop. The third boss brought Qin Yun and Nangong Shuiru to the 30th floor. This floor is filled with dense immortal energy. As soon as Qin Yun arrived, he sensed that there are at least two immortal origins. The immortal tree is now blooming. Nangong Shuiru walked towards one of the trees. The immortal tree is more than 3 meters tall, Its leaves are light blue and flickering with faint blue light. Its flowers are bright red, they are very beautiful. They are releasing red light with threads of golden light lingering around them. As they approached, a burst of strange fragrance wafted over. Young lady, this tree is very awesome. It bears fruit every 10,000 years and each fruit can be sold for 20,000 regent origin stones. The third boss very proudly said with smile. I can't tell what kind of tree this is. May I ask, boss, what is the use of the immortal fruit? Nangong Shueru walked around the immortal tree and carefully observed its blossoming. This is the senseless immortal tree. Its fruit has a very special ability. After eating it, the body will not feel any pain. Moreover, it will have a very fast recovery ability. It can last for about a day. The third boss said with smile. Do you know what this means? This means that you can use extreme methods to cultivate your body in one day. Qin Yun nodded and said, there are many body cultivation techniques that destroy the body. If there is this kind of immortal fruit, it will undoubtedly be able to reduce the torture during cultivation and even have better results. Yes, this young lady is an alchemist. If she refines the immortal fruit into an alchemy pill, then the effect will be different and it can be sustained and stronger. The third boss said. How much? Nangong Shueru's heart is also moved. Her body is not strong enough. This is the shortcoming of many half-immortals. With a strong physical body, one would be more confident during the tribulation. 200,000 king-grade regent origin stones, third boss said. So cheap, said Qin Yun with a chuckle. Young master, do you think it's too cheap? The third boss was surprised. Didn't you just say that one immortal fruit can be sold for 20,000 regent origin stones? This tree could bear many fruits, but the fruit tree only costs 200,000? Qin Yun said with a smile. Isn't that very cheap? The third boss said with smile. Young master, truth be told, this fruit tree is not easy to grow. If you want it to blossom and bear fruit, you will have to spend a lot of resources. We feel that it is not worth it, so we are selling it cheaply. Nangong Shueru thought for a bit and said, 70,000. Young lady, your price is too ruthless. 120,000. The third boss's expression is filled with heartache. I am selling at a loss. 90,000 plus the 9 origin immortal flower. Nangong Shueru said with gentle smile. Boss, we don't have many regent origin stones on hand. The third boss hesitated for a bit, then sighed and said, all right. Qin Yun walked over and gave the boss 90,000 regent origin stones. Seeing that Qin Yun is paying, the third boss's expression is filled with sympathy. He said with smile. Young master, you have a pill master wife, your expenses are not small. Qin Yun said with smile. She is not my wife, we are just friends. Are you courting her? You are truly willing to spend so much money. Third boss said with smile. After Qin Yun paid the bill, he made the third boss sign a contract to guarantee the efficacy of the senseless immortal tree's immortal fruit. Nangong Shueru very carefully moved the senseless immortal tree and 9 origin immortal flower into the 9 sun divine soul. Young master, what else do you want to buy? Third boss pointed at the medicinal ingredients on this floor. Nangong Shueru shook her head. She can tell that these immortal medicines are not very good, they are not what they need. Boss, do you have any pills that can help martial kings break through to martial emperor or initial stage martial emperors? Qin Yun asked again. We do, but they are very expensive. Especially pills that can help martial kings break through to martial emperor, they are priceless. As for pills that can help martial emperors break through to martial emperor, the price is even higher. Third boss said with smile. If young master wants them, I can help you reserve them. But the deposit is 5,000 regent origin stones. Boss, I want to sell you something that is better than pills. Qin Yun took out a 9 condensation Dao talisman and said with smile. Stick this talisman on a regent origin stone and the energy inside it will burst out. It can help martial kings and martial emperors break through very quickly. Originally, Third Boss wanted to sell more things to Qin Yun and the others, but now, Qin Yun is selling things to him instead. So it turns out that young master is an inscription master. How about this? I will introduce you to a friend who does talisman business. You can go talk to him. Third Boss said with smile, then took out a sound transmission magic tool to contact someone. Qin Yun also wants to collect more regent origin stones, so he decided to sell some talismans. Third Boss said, I will greet that friend. You can go and find him yourself and tell him that Third Boss recommended him. Many thanks, boss, Qin Yun said with smile. After Qin Yun obtained an address, he left the shop with Nangong Shuaru. Nangong Shuaru is very anxious to go back and study the senseless immortal tree and 9 origin immortal flower, so she entered the 9 sun divine soul. The senseless immortal tree is the most precious tree in the 9 sun divine soul. Shui Weiwei, Gu Qiufei and Mo are currently surrounding the tree. Qin Yun went to look for that person to do business with. Third Boss only told him that the person is called Hu Ba Sha, a very strange name. The shop Hu Ba Sha is talking about is not on the street, rather it is on a ship on the sea. This ship is very easy to recognize. It is a very large round ship. It looks like a huge round ship on the sea. It is completely white. Qin Yun walked along the shore and saw the white round ship very quickly. There is a very wide staircase leading up to the round ship. There is a sign in front of the staircase saying Ba Shua Shop. Third Boss said that the people in this shop are very mysterious and very strange. He told me to be a bit careful. Qin Yun walked up the staircase and landed on the round ship on the sea surface. It looks like a round platform on the sea surface. There is a small house on the platform. The door is open. After Qin Yun entered the small house, he saw a few large men sitting inside. I am recommended by Third Boss, Qin Yun said. After he finished speaking, a middle-aged man lifted up a large board on the floor of the small house and revealed a staircase leading down. Qin Yun felt that it is somewhat strange, but he still went down. After entering, he heard many noisy voices. Below is a small market. Many people have set up stalls, selling very special things. So this is a black market. Qin Yun saw Martial Emperor Dao cores and half-immortal life crystals on sale. These are all taboo. He originally thought that the people selling these half-immortal life crystals and Dao cores are all villains. But after walking around, he discovered that the half-immortal life crystals are filled with evil aura. They should belong to devils. In this small market there are also hearts, skulls and other things for sale. They are all very rare things. Apart from this, there are some things that are very difficult to sell. For example, stolen magic tools. These magic tools have special marks. It is very easy to recognize them, so they don't dare to openly sell them. After Qin Yun saw a patrolling large man, he walked over and said, I am recommended by Third Boss. I want to discuss business with Hu Ba Sha. Follow me. Although the large man is very cold, he did not say anything and directly led Qin Yun to a door. Just go in, someone will come to discuss business with you, the large man said to Qin Yun. Qin Yun opened the door and entered. Inside is a small hall. He sat on a chair and patiently waited. Not long after, a tall man walked out. This man is not very handsome, but his whole body is releasing a very strong aura. The scar on the left side of his face looks like it is mixed with runes. One of his eyes is golden. His hair is down to his shoulder. He is wearing dark red soft armor. Are you Hu Ba Shua? Qin Yun asked. Of course not. I am Hu Ba Shua's son. I am Hu Nongtian. This man looks very strange, but his manner of speaking is very polite. His tone is calm and his face is full of smile. So it is like this. Qin Yun laughed and said, My name is Qin Yun. I am here to sell some rather special talismans. Hu Nongtian suddenly frowned. Qin Yun? Are you Qin Yun from Spirit Desolate?
You know me?
Qin Yun is somewhat startled and secretly became vigilant. I heard Medicine King Chu talk about you. When Medicine King Chu was leaving for Ancient Domain, he came to bid farewell to us. He told my father about you. I heard about you from the side. But didn't you also go to Ancient Domain? Hu Nongtian said in amazement. Are you truly that venerable Master Qin? I went to Ancient Domain and came back. It is very good to see Medicine King Chu's friend. Qin Yun said with smile. I don't believe you are venerable Master Qin. Are you a fake? Hu Nongtian suddenly became very vigilant. This venerable Master Qin went to Ancient Domain, how can he come back? Qin Yun took out the Medicine King token given to him by Medicine King Chu and said, Medicine King Chu gave this to me. Chapter 1176. Herb King's Secret. What treasure? Did Medicine King Chu not take it away? Qin Yun really did not expect that this heavenly charm archipelago would have a supreme treasure. Moreover, it seems like it is related to Medicine King Chu. I don't know what kind of treasure it is. Hu Nongtian poured tea for Qin Yun and said, Venerable Master Qin, since you have Medicine King token, it means that your relationship with Medicine King Chu is very good. Let's put it this way, that supreme treasure belonged to Medicine King Chu. He probably couldn't take it away, so he left it in Heavenly Rhythm Island. Qin Yun looked at the Medicine King token in his hand and said, Back then I helped Medicine King Chu, so he gave me the Medicine King token. He said that he could find his Medicine King Island and that he had left some medicinal ingredients there. After I returned from Ancient Domain, this heavenly charm archipelago became like this. Hu Nongtian knows how awesome Qin Yun is. Even Medicine King Chu admires him. He is definitely not simple. Now that he has returned from Ancient Domain, he is even more capable. Therefore, he is now trying to curry favor with Qin Yun. Grandmaster Qin, you're really late. The Medicine King Island has been forcibly occupied by the Duan family. The whereabouts of the treasure left behind by Medicine King Chu is unknown, but it is hidden in the Heavenly Rhythm Islands. The 5 great sea races and the 3 great pirate gangs have all gathered here to search for that treasure. Qin Yun drank a mouthful of tea and said with a long sigh, I really came back late. Venerable Master Qin, I won't hide it from you. My father, Hu Ba, said that he is an elder of one of the 3 great pirate gangs. He is mainly in charge of accounting and business. Hu Nongtian handed over a sweet and delicious fruit to Qin Yun and said with a smile, Managing accounts and doing business, isn't that very rich? Qin Yun took the fruit. Grandmaster Qin, you'd better not spread the news that you have the Medicine King token. Don't worry, I promise not to tell my father. Hu Nongtian patted Qin Yun's shoulder and said with a smile, Grandmaster Qin, you are currently alone. You definitely can't fight the 5 great sea race and the Duan clan head-on. Qin Yun ate the fruit and asked, Brother Hu, are you telling me not to act rashly? Hu Nongtian's expression was solemn. He nodded and said, Grandmaster Qin, I heard from Medicine King Chu that although your cultivation is not high, your inscription level is superb, and you are also a soul-refining inscription master. As long as you can endure it, you will become stronger sooner or later. At that time, it will be much easier to deal with the Duan clan. Brother Hu, why can't you let your father know about me? Isn't he Medicine King Chu's friend? Qin Yun actually wants to meet Hu Ba. Sai, you don't know. My father is in charge of the accounts. He's a miser. Since he had a good relationship with Medicine King Chu, he feels that all the things left behind by Medicine King Chu belong to him. Now, he's leading our profound Severing Gang's experts to find trouble with the Duan family. Hu Nongtian lowered his voice and said helplessly, Think about it. If he knew that you have the Medicine King token, he would definitely ask you to hand it over to him. At that time, He will be able to obtain medicine King Chu's immortal medicine and even this heavenly charm islands. Is your father really such a person? Qin Yun found it unbelievable. I can't be sure, but I am very worried. Brother Qin, honestly speaking, you and I feel like old friends at first sight. I don't want our friendship to be harmed because of my father. Hu Nongtian's golden eyes are flickering as he spoke with face full of smile. Hu Nongtian is certain that Qin Yun is an awesome venerable master like Medicine King Chu said. He also has his own thoughts, so he wholeheartedly wants to have a good relationship with Qin Yun. Qin Yun secretly despises this guy. They only talked for a few words and they already feel like old friends at first sight. Brother Qin, I am a third tribulation half immortal. I have been operating in this sea region for many years. I have my own faction. If you have any problem in the future, you can come find me. We are also good friends now. Hu Nongtian laughed loudly and said, Brother Hu, I am in urgent need of Regent Origin stones. Can you lend them to me? Qin Yun pretended to be very anxious. Hu Nongtian is stunned. He did not expect Qin Yun to raise such a request so quickly. Qin Yun also wanted to test this friendship that felt like old friends at first sight. How much? I will try my best. Hu Nongtian stopped smiling and asked somewhat nervously. He wants to befriend Qin Yun. If Qin Yun asks too much and he refuses, he will leave a bad impression on Qin Yun. I am in urgent need of 150,000 king-quality Regent Origin stones. Rest assured, I will pay you back within 10 years. Qin Yun said. 150,000? That's easy. Hu Nongtian laughed loudly, but he is secretly feeling pain in his heart. 150,000 Regent Origin stones is not a small amount to him. Then many thanks, Brother Hu. Qin Yun promptly got up and thanked Hu Nongtian. Brother Qin, I will need some time to gather enough. I hope you can understand. Hu Nongtian wants to gamble. He wants to bet that Qin Yun is a very honest person. I can understand. Qin Yun said with smile. Hu Nongtian smiled and said, Brother Qin, third boss just called me. I heard from him that you have talismans to sell, right? Qin Yun took out the 9 condensation Dao talisman and carefully explained the usage of this talisman, as well as the mysterious penetration Dao talisman. Hu Nongtian became very excited after hearing this. Just now he was worried that it would be very difficult to get back the Regent Origin stones he lent to Qin Yun. But now that he heard about these 2 talismans, he became very excited. Brother Hu, you can give it a try. Qin Yun took out 2 talismans and handed them over to Hu Nongtian. There are many ghost beast emperors in this transcending Xian Sea region, as well as other channels to obtain Regent Origin stones. Therefore, as long as one stays in the transcending Xian Sea region and doesn't slack off, one can obtain a lot of Regent Origin stones. However, Regent Origin stones have one biggest weakness: it is very difficult to absorb the energy inside. Only those great powers can release energy through formation. It is very difficult for many people to have this kind of formation, and Qin Yun's 9 condensation Dao talisman can be used by individuals. Mysterious penetration Dao talisman can quickly take out Regent Origin stones from Ghost Beast Emperor Essence stones. Taking out Regent Origin stones is very difficult. Even great powers have to spend a lot of effort to do so. Normally, when people obtain Ghost Beast Emperor Essence stones, they sell them to great powers at a low price. If they have mysterious penetration Dao talisman, they won't need to do that. Venerable Master Qin, how much do you plan to sell these talismans? How many do you have? Hu Nongtian tested the talisman and saw its effect. He is wild with joy in his heart. Because he feels that he has grasped a great opportunity, he can make a fortune from it. One mysterious penetration Dao talisman can be used 200 times. I will sell it for 50 king-quality Regent Origin stones each, no problem, right? As for the 9 condensation Dao talisman, it can be used 100 times. I will sell it for 50 king-quality Regent Origin stones. Qin Yun said. Now that his cultivation has increased, these talismans have also increased in strength. The number of times he can use them has increased by a lot. Hu Nongtian feels that even if he sells them for 5 king-quality Regent Origin stones, they will still sell very well. Brother Qin, how many do you have? Hu Nongtian asked. 1,000 of each. Qin Yun said. These talismans are worth 100,000 Regent Origin stones. Hu Nongtian is suddenly in a difficult situation because Qin Yun wants to borrow 150,000 Regent Origin stones from him, and now, he wants 100,000 Regent Origin stones. Qin Yun can also see that Hu Nongtian is in a difficult situation, he said with smile. Brother Hu, how about this? If you buy my talismans, I won't need to borrow Regent Origin stones from you. Hu Nongtian's face immediately revealed a smile. All right, I will buy Brother Qin's talismans. Then I will lend you 50,000. Qin Yun nodded and said with smile, It's settled. All right, I will go collect the Regent Origin stones now. Brother Qin, wait here. Hu Nongtian very happily said. Soon after, Qin Yun was arranged to stay in a very luxurious room. There are also a few beautiful women who are wearing thin clothes, they have voluptuous bodies, they brought him food, they even said that they will help him bathe and warm his bed. Qin Yun did not accept the special treatment of those bewitching women and let them leave. He has an important matter to do now, that is to continue making more talismans to sell. Hu Nongtian's network is very wide. He now wants to privately make talismans. Therefore, he did not use the Regent Origin stones from Xian's Severing Gang, instead, he is gathering them himself. This is to avoid being gossiped by Xian's Severing Gang later. Now, Hu Nongtian is with the third boss, he has further understood Qin Yun's situation. Xiao Hu, that youngster is truly awesome. That pill master beside him can be called a city-toppling exceptional beauty. Third boss praised unceasingly and sighed with emotion. No wonder he doesn't want other women to entertain him. He actually looks down on my vulgar women. Hu Nongtian found out that there is a very young pill master beside Qin Yun and is very amazed. Xiao Hu, take these 50,000 Regent Origin stones. But you must return them to me as soon as possible, otherwise I will report to your father. Third boss threatened with smile. He doesn't know that Hu Nongtian is doing business with Qin Yun. I know, I will return them to you as soon as possible. Hu Nongtian chatted with third boss for a while, and then hastily left to find his friends to gather more Regent Origin stones. Qin Yun waited for less than half a day in his room, and Hu Nongtian came back in high spirit. Brother Qin, here are 150,000 Regent Origin stones. Hu Nongtian handed over a storage pouch to Qin Yun. Take a look. I trust Brother Hu, I won't count it. Qin Yun finished speaking, and took out 2 storage pouches, and handed them over to Hu Nongtian. Hu Nongtian took them but did not count them. He put them away with chuckle and said, Brother Qin, I heard that you had some conflict with Lu Canfeng, is that true? It is not a conflict, just a misunderstanding. The misunderstanding has already been resolved. Qin Yun said with smile. Don't be afraid. Although Lu Canfeng is Lu Haikong's eldest grandson, he is still afraid of me. I won't hide it from you, our Xian Severing Gang is not weaker than the Sea Dragon race. If Lu Canfeng comes to cause trouble for you, immediately inform me and see how I deal with him. Hu Nongtian said in a very heroic manner. Qin Yun suddenly feels that knowing Hu Nongtian is not bad, at least he can understand many things. Brother Hu, have you heard of Venerable Master Zhuge? Qin Yun asked. Of course I have. This Zhuge Qingxiong is from the Sea Eagle race. 5 great sea race and 3 pirate gangs, whoever sees this guy will have to give him some face. Hu Nongtian's expression slightly changed. Brother Qin, did you provoke him? I provoked his grandson, that so-called young Master Wang. Qin Yun said. Hu Nongtian said with frown. Brother Qin, you must pay attention to hiding during this period of time. I will go scout the situation first. Oh, that's right, how did you provoke that guy? Can you tell me in detail? Chapter 1177. Fear of immortal sex. After Hu Nongtian heard this, he very furiously slapped his thigh. His golden eyes emitted a burst of golden light as he cursed. This little bastard is truly arrogant to the extreme. I heard that Venerable Master Zhuge's character is very good. He doesn't have any enemies and is very polite to people. It has been several days since this happened, but Venerable Master Zhuge still hasn't come to look for me. Could it be that he doesn't want to pursue this matter? Qin Yun said. Most likely. Do you think Venerable Master Zhuge can erase the death character you carved? Hu Nongtian can also guess that Qin Yun is deliberately making it difficult for Venerable Master Zhuge. Qin Yun shook his head. I don't know because I have never seen Venerable Master Zhuge. Hu Nongtian said with smile. Let's not talk about this. Let's go drink. Oh, that's right, third boss said that you have a beautiful woman friend who is also a pill master, is that right? Qin Yun laughed. She is very busy, so she doesn't have time. Pill master, not only is she busy, she also consumes a lot of resources. Hu Nongtian was shocked when he found out that Qin Yun had spent $90,000 on a woman. At least he doesn't want to. Qin Yun followed Hu Nongtian to an elegant private room. From here, one can see the Azure Sea. They are chatting while eating and drinking. Hu Nongtian is very curious about ancient domain. Qin Yun also told him many things about ancient domain. He also mentioned the altar. I heard about sacrificial altar from Medicine King Chu. Hu Nongtian drank a mouthful of wine and said, It seems like there are 2 sacrificial altars in this Heavenly Charm archipelago. As for where they are, I don't know. Heavenly Charm archipelago is very big. If Medicine King Chu wants to hide them, he must have hidden them very well. It will be very difficult to find them in a short period of time. Qin Yun said with smile. He also wants to find those 2 sacrificial altars because they can be used to modify the evil god's sacrificial altar. Brother Qin, Venerable Master Zhuge should be in the Duan residence. One of my friends in the Duan residence told me that family head Duan found many formidable inscription masters, but none of them could break Medicine King Chu's barrier. I wonder if Grandmaster Zhuge can break it. Hu Nongtian sighed. Originally, those celestial medicines belonged to you. Qin Yun was also unwilling to give up. He felt that it was very likely that Grandmaster Zhuge had broken the barrier. Otherwise, he would definitely come to him in the next few days. Hu Nongtian said again, Brother Qin, it doesn't matter if you can't obtain Medicine King Chu's immortal medicine, you still have Medicine King Chu's treasure. No one has found Medicine King Chu's treasure yet. My guess is that the treasure Medicine King Chu hid has a very strong barrier around it. Only the Medicine King medallion can enter. What kind of treasure would it be? I heard that the chief of the Sea Dragon race is currently gathering all the members of the Sea Dragon race. It should be to discuss how to seize that treasure. Qin Yun said. Definitely. Not just the Sea Dragon clan, the other 4 sea clans are also gathered near Sky Charm Islands. Hu Nongtian smiled and said, When my father comes back, I will ask him about the treasure. Qin Yun shook his head. This matter is definitely confidential. Your father already knows about it, but he didn't tell you. Hu Bazhui knows his son very well. He also knows that his son wants to work alone. Although Hu Nongtian is managing the Xian Severing Gang's business, he is also taking this opportunity to expand his network. This will make it more convenient for him to work alone in the future. After all, he is a very ambitious person. He feels that his position in the Xian Severing Gang cannot be raised, so he doesn't want to risk his life for the Xian Severing Gang anymore. On top of that, he and his father have different opinions on some matters, so he can no longer stay in Bazwi's shop. While drinking, Hu Nongtian confided in Qin Yun. Brother Hu, how much do you know about that immortal gate? Qin Yun asked. Immortal gate? I saw it once, but at that time I was still a wimpy little kid. Hu Nongtian recalled the past and his face revealed a trace of fear. Did you know that I almost died back then? What do you mean? Qin Yun promptly asked. Immortal gate is very dangerous. At that time, I was watching from far away and half of our Xian severing gang's 100 ships were swallowed. That immortal gate is very, very big and it's black. From afar it looks like a black hole. This black hole is very strange. Sometimes it seems to devour everything, but sometimes it will spew out very strong immortal power. Furthermore, there are many good things coming out, such as immortal origin, broken immortal tools, immortal grade materials, and sometimes even some immortal beasts. The ship I was on at that time was almost swallowed. Fortunately, I ran fast. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you. Although many years had passed, Hu Nongtian was still very afraid. Qin Yun doesn't know if he can smoothly pass through the immortal gate. Now, he also knows why so many people said that he would not be able to pass through the immortal gate. Because near the immortal gate one can feel great danger. If one were to enter the immortal gate, the consequences could be imagined. As Qin Yun drank his wine, he suddenly felt somewhat hesitant. If entering the immortal gate did not go smoothly, there would be no way out. Suddenly, his sound transmission magic tool moved. He took it out to receive a message. It was from Lu Qingyu. Xiao Yun, my brother Lu Canfeng just sent me a sound transmission. He's asking me about your relationship with me. You guys met up? Lu Qingyu asked. About that. There was a small misunderstanding. Fortunately, there was no conflict. Qin Yun replied. You're in South Qingdao? I'll be right there. Wait for me. Lu Qingyu said. No need to come over, I am fine now. Qin Yun hastily said. No, I must go. Moreover, the brothers and sisters of the Sea Dragon clan are all gathering in the sea near South Qing Island. I will go there to understand the situation of you and my brother. Lu Qingyu's tone was very firm. Qin Yun had no choice but to let her come over. Hu Nongtian asked, Brother Qin, what happened? Qin Yun said with a smile, Lu Qingyu is coming over. Hu Nongtian laughed out loud. Brother Qin, this Lu Qingyu is a very troublesome woman. Lu Canfeng is her cousin. If she finds out that Lu Canfeng bullied you, she will definitely find trouble with him. Brother Hu, Qingyu said that the juniors of the Sea Dragon race are having a gathering. Have you heard of it? Asked Qin Yun. Of course I've heard of it. It's a ship on the sea. They also invited me. I originally didn't want to go, but now I plan to go there to sell talismans. Hu Nongtian laughed and said, Those guys are all quite rich. They will definitely buy this kind of talisman to try it out. Qin Yun did not know how much Hu Nongtian was prepared to increase the price. Lu Qingyu arrived very quickly. When she found out that Qin Yun was at Ba Shua's shop, she also hurried over. Qin Yun was waiting for her at the entrance of Ba Shua's shop. Xiao Yun, why did you come to this shop? When Lu Qingyu arrived, her face was filled with worry. Seeing that Qin Yun was fine, she hurriedly pulled him away. Qin Yun followed Lu Qingyu and left the white circular ship. He asked with some doubt, Qingyu, what's wrong with Ba Shua's shop? Lu Qingyu lightly snorted and said, That's a pirate's shop. In short, it's not very safe. You don't know, Ba Shua's shop is now managed by Hu Nongtian. That Hu Nongtian is very powerful. He eats people without spitting out the bones. Qin Yun said with a smile, Why do you say that? That's a very deceitful guy. He even stole his father's business, and he even secretly set up the Xian beheading gang. In short, don't go there too much, maybe one day there will be a fight. Lu Qingyu pulled Qin Yun and hurriedly left, walking on a main street. Lu Qingyu was not wearing armor. She was only wearing a very ordinary blue dress. the same color as the blue robe on Qin Yun's body. Qin Yun asked, "Where are we going?" "To find Lu Canfeng. This bastard actually dared to bully you. I want to help you take revenge." Lu Qingyu did this because she wanted Lu Canfeng to apologize to Qin Yun. She was worried that Lu Canfeng would be hated by Qin Yun. "No need, there's nothing between me and him," Qin Yun explained. "Xiao Yun, I know that you are a great person who does not care about the mistakes of a lowly person, but that guy must have done something excessive." Lu Qingyu snorted, "I want him to apologize to you." Lu Qingyu took out a sound transmission magic tool and sent a sound transmission to Lu Canfeng. She cursed in a low voice, "That guy is no longer on the island. He is hiding from me." Qin Yun shook his head and said with smile, "Then forget it." Lu Qingyu pouted and said, "This won't do, I want to find him. Let's go, I will take you to participate in our Sea Dragon Race's youth gathering." Qin Yun originally did not want to go, but Hu Nongtian said that he would go, so he also wants to go and see how Hu Nongtian will sell those talismans. "Qingyu, is there any problem with your attire? Don't be like last time. People will laugh at you for being a country bumpkin," Qin Yun said with smile. "Who in the Sea Dragon Race dares to laugh at me? I am not bragging, but within the Sea Dragon Race, there are not many peak martial emperors who are my match. What qualifications do they have to laugh at me?" Lu Qingyu's face is filled with arrogance. She disdainfully said, "Only vulgar guys like Duan Feitsai and Han Xiaoyi would pay so much attention to those superficial things. Strength is the most important thing." Lu Qingyu pulled Qin Yun along the coast. She pointed at a more than 20-meter-long ship and said, "That ship belongs to our Sea Dragon Race. It is specially used to transport Sea Dragon Race disciples. Our gathering this time is on a large luxurious ship. It is much more luxurious than Duan Feitsai's ship." Qin Yun followed behind Lu Qingyu and boarded the small ship. After they boarded, more and more people came up one after another. All of them are handsome men and beautiful women. "Qingyu? When did you arrive at South Qing Island?" A woman wearing luxurious red skirt said very happily after seeing Lu Qingyu and hastily walked over. "Sister, I just arrived. Originally I was looking for Lu Canfeng, but he is no longer on the island. This guy must be hiding from me." Lu Qingyu cursed in low voice. "There are a total of 6 people, 3 men and 3 women, who got on the ship. Lu Qingyu knows all the women. They are sisters with Lu Qingyu, but they do not have the same surname. Lu Qingyu doesn't recognize those 3 men, but after hearing their names, she is very amazed. Because they are all young elites with very high status." "Qingyu, who is this? Your boyfriend?" the red skirt woman said with frown. "He doesn't look like much." Chapter 1178. Violent Dragon Gang. Lu Qingyu said that Qin Yun is Lu Haikong's esteemed guest. The other people on the ship all looked at Qin Yun with disdain. "Qingyu, your grandfather really has such an esteemed guest?" the red-dressed woman said with sneer. "Sister Yuan Hong, what do you mean? Why can't he become my grandfather's esteemed guest?" Lu Qingyu's expression immediately became displeased. She asked with frown. At this time, another white-dressed woman with oval face let out a series of light laughter. This laughter is filled with ridicule. This oval-faced woman in a white dress was also very beautiful. Earlier Lu Qingyu called her Baiyun. After Baiyun finished mocking, she said with a sharp tone, "Sister Yuan Hong, it's not like you don't know how Qingyu likes face. She can only say that this man is old man Lu's esteemed guest. Only then can she show off his status. This Baiyun is from the Sea Dragon Races by family. Her grandfather is also the family head. Her status is as high as Lu Qingyu's." Another woman with purple hairpin and extremely flirtatious appearance said with smile, "Qingyu, it's not right for you to play this kind of trick in front of us. This man you brought, other than his good looks, how can he become your grandfather's esteemed guest? This woman's name is Gao Jiajia. She is holding a mirror and tidying up her makeup. Yuan Hong, Bai Yun and Gao Jiejia are the same as Lu Qingyu, their grandfather is the family head. Lu Qingyu rolled her eyes and did not explain further. Instead she said, "Then what is the background of the man you brought?" Speaking of the man she brought, Gao Jiejia is the most cocky. She immediately looked at the handsome and tall man beside her. This man is wearing purple clothes that are engraved with runes. The clothes look like they are made from very soft beast skin. With a glance, one can tell that they are not ordinary clothes but extremely high-quality treasured clothes. "I am Sea Tiger Race's Sun Qingwen's grandson, Sun Daqiang." This man's expression is grave and stern. He looked at Qin Yun with disdain and said coldly. Gao Jiejia very proudly smiled and said, "He is Great Master Sun Qingwen's grandson. He is also a small inscription master. Don't look at how burly he is very considerate to me." Not to be outdone, Bai Yun nudged the scholar-like handsome young man beside her. The handsome youth in white clothes waved his folding fan and said with a faint smile, "I am Zhuge Haoqing." His indifferent words caused everyone on the ship, including Qin Yun, to look at him in surprise. Sun Daqiang, who was cold and arrogant just now, also looked over with respect. He cupped his hands and said, "Oh, it's Grandmaster Zhuge's eldest grandson. It's an honor to meet you." Bai Yun had a smug look on her face as she glanced at Gao Jiejia with disdain in her eyes. Yuan Hong immediately felt jealous and inferior, because the man beside her was somewhat unpresentable. The man beside Yuan Hong had a mustache and wore a set of dazzling golden clothes. His face was filled with a hypocritical smile as he respectfully said to Zhuge Haoqing, "I am Duan Fide. I heard that Grandmaster Zhuge was a guest at my Duan residence. I didn't expect to meet Grandmaster Zhuge's beloved grandson here." Although there was a faint smile on Zhuge Haoqing's face, everyone could see his pride and disdain. Qin Yun suddenly felt that this woman from the Sea Dragon clan was quite powerful. The men she found were all disciples of famous sections. Lu Qingyu, on the other hand, had a look of disdain on her face. Although she didn't have a man, she didn't envy these sisters at all. That's because she knew very well that these sisters were just playthings for those young masters. Of course, those young masters could also be the playthings of those sisters. Sometimes it was just like this. It was not certain who played who, or perhaps it was necessary. Lu Qingyu was very clear about these things, so she always wore a single dress. Gao Jiejia suddenly felt that her man was rather lacking. Then, she teased Lu Qingyu, "Qingyu, if you lack a man, just tell us. We can find a better one for you. For example, the grandson of the Sea Qilin clan's patriarch. He said before that those who want to pursue you. How can you just find a random person to deal with them? Isn't this just letting others take advantage of you? I already said we are just friends. I brought him to find Lu Canfeng to demand an explanation. Furthermore, he is indeed my grandfather's honored guest, believe it or not." Lu Qingyu became somewhat impatient. "Miss Lu, my elder brother Duan Fatesai has been chasing after you for many years. In the end, he didn't succeed, truly regretful." Duan Fide laughed and said to Qin Yun, "This brother, what is your cultivation? In this kind of place, there is no need to be so secretive, right?" Apart from Qin Yun, the rest of the people on the ship are all peak martial emperors. Sun Daqiang said with sneer. "Maybe his cultivation is too low, so he used a secret treasure to conceal himself?" Ha ha. Zhuge Haoqing also chuckled and said, "Maybe this brother is pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger." The one who is the most proud is Bai Yun because the man she brought is Venerable Master Zhuge's grandson. She said with sneer, "Qingyu, is your friend a mute? Why isn't he saying anything?" Gao Jiejia chuckled and said, "Maybe he feels inferior? After all, everyone here is a famous person. Qingyu, he is quite a good match for you. Both of you are wearing the same old-fashioned clothes, even the color is the same." Yuan Hong also teased. Lu Qingyu is so angry that her teeth itched. She glanced at Qin Yun. He is actually sitting there calmly with his eyes closed. She truly admires this kind of realm. However, she can understand after thinking about it. Qin Yun is a venerable master. How could a venerable master lower himself to the level of these small fries? Wouldn't that be very degrading? She is very clear that Qin Yun fought with venerable Master Zhuge from a distance, destroyed Duan Fate-Sai's luxurious ship, beat up young Master Wang and young Miss Lu, but nothing happened to him. Clearly, venerable Master Zhuge and the Duan family are very cautious about this matter and don't dare to act rashly. At this time, she increasingly feels that Qin Yun is completely different from those vain youngsters. This is the demeanor a high and mighty expert should have. Daqiang, young Master Zhuge, is the grandson of a venerable master. You must properly learn from him. Gao Jiejie said. Of course, of course. Son Daqiang simply can't act in front of Zhuge Haoqing. Young Master Son, was the clothes you're wearing made by your grandfather? The finesse of these runes should be at least at the 8th level, right? Zhuge Haoqing said with a smile. It's only at the 7th level of finesse. Son Daqiang is somewhat embarrassed as he forced a smile. Bai Yun touched Zhuge Haoqing's clothes and said with a complacent smile, the white robe on Haoqing's body doesn't seem to have any runes, but it's a king-tier treasure. It's impervious to swords and spears, impervious to water and fire, and can even resist the cold. This immediately made Yuan Hong and Gao Jiejie, the two couples, very envious. The ship quickly sailed on the sea, heading towards the luxurious ship parked outside the archipelago. The disciples of the famous sects on the ship are all chatting and laughing. Only Qin Yun and Lu Qingyu did not participate. They sat quietly. Gao Jiejie suddenly said to Qin Yun in a very sharp tone, "Friend, your skin is really thick. Why don't you ask around, what kind of occasion is the gathering of our sea dragon race's youths? You actually have the face to come?" Gao Jiejie, what do you mean? Just as Lu Qingyu was about to flip out, Qin Yun opened his eyes and signaled her not to say anything else. Lu Qingyu immediately shut her mouth. She indeed did not have Qin Yun's temperament, and it would be difficult for her to do so. She felt that if she were Qin Yun, she would definitely teach these pretentious couple a lesson. Bai Yun said to Qin Yun with a sneer, "Friend, you don't have any ability, so don't delay our Qingyu. You must know that every day, many people come to find us sisters and ask us to introduce Qingyu to them." "Feel free to introduce me." Lu Qingyu snorted lightly. Zhuge Haoqing smiled faintly. "Maybe Miss Lu only wants to control men? Throw them away after playing." Yuan Hong said with a smile, "Qingyu, so that's how it is. It's no wonder. With your personality, you definitely only want to conquer men and not be conquered by men." Lu Qingyu was so angry that she wanted to hit someone. Just as she was about to flip out, the boat suddenly stopped. "Boatman, why did you stop the boat?" Bai Yun shouted. "We shouldn't have arrived at the purple gold sea dragon ship yet, right? We encountered pirates," the boatman said in a low voice. "Their pirate ship has a flag with a black dragon painted on it. It's the violent dragon gang of the three great pirate gangs." Zhuge Haoqing's expression slightly changed. "Tell them that we are from the sea dragon race," Yuan Hong said again. "They said they wanted to board the ship and collect protection fees, because we entered their territory," the boatman said. Zhuge Haoqing smiled faintly. "Let them come up," Bai Yun said proudly. "Haoqing, they will definitely be afraid of you, right?" "Of course," Zhuge Haoqing said with a proud smile. Not long after, two large men boarded the ship. As soon as they boarded, they released their powerful half-immortal aura. At this time, Zhuge Haoqing, Duan Fide, Sun Daqiang, Yuan Hong, Gao Jiejie and Bai Yun all revealed their identities and origins. The two large men who boarded the ship are frowning, they are somewhat depressed. Although they are from the violent dragon gang, These young disciples are all from prestigious aristocratic families. If they offend all of them and the older generation behind them take action together, it will be very troublesome. Who is this young lady? The black-clothed middle-aged man looked at Lu Qingyu and asked. I am Lu Qingyu. Lu Qingyu only said her name, she did not say her grandfather. Old man Lu Haikong's granddaughter? Old man Lu once destroyed 3 of our violent dragon gang ships. The black-clothed middle-aged man said with sneer. Your Lu family and our violent dragon gang have enmity, so you cannot avoid paying protection fees. 10 Regent Origin stones, the other middle-aged man yelled. 10 king-quality Regent Origin stones is nothing to Lu Qingyu, but she doesn't want to pay. However, she did not want to give it up. She said angrily, Who said that this sea belongs to the Wild Dragon Gang? Our violent Dragon Gang ships have been here for several thousand years. Because of our ships, this area is very safe and there are no sea beasts. You should honestly hand over 10 Regent Origin stones. The middle-aged man said. Yuan Hong and others are very clear about Lu Qingyu's temperament. She will definitely not hand over the stones. They are also worried that something big will happen, so they all took out their Regent Origin stones and handed them over to the large man. Zhuge Haoqing promptly stopped them, then looked at Qin Yun and said with smile, Young Lady Lu's friend will pay for this bit of Regent Origin stones. Brat, are you going to pay? The 2 of you will pay 100 Regent Origin stones in total. The large man placed his saber on Qin Yun's neck and said in cold voice. Chapter 1179. Chapter 1179. Sea disturbance. Hearing Qin Yun's words, Lu Qingyu has a bad premonition. But she doesn't know what to do. She wants to hand over the Regent Origin stones to the pirate, but she doesn't want to do so in her heart, because she also wants to kill these 2 pirates. Zhuge Haoqing and others are very amazed. They did not expect that Qin Yun would dare to speak such unyielding words. They are only amazed, but soon after they are watching from the side with schadenfreude. Brat, what is the meaning of this? Do you think that we don't have the ability to take your life? The middle-aged man's expression immediately became fierce. I will give you one more chance, hand over 100 Regent Origin stones, this is protection fee, this is also the rule of this sea region. I don't need your protection, you also don't have the qualifications to protect me. Does this mean that I don't have to pay protection fee? Qin Yun said in cold voice. Ha ha ha! The 2 pirates immediately burst into laughter. It seems like you don't want to pay, the most robust middle-aged man said with sneer. I said before, I don't have Regent Origin stones, I only have 1 life. If you have the ability, then take it. Qin Yun is calmly sitting there, he looks very calm. I am warning you, he is my grandfather's honored guest, if you offend him, my grandfather will come and settle the debt with you. Lu Qingyu said again. I know that your violent dragon gang is very afraid of my grandfather because you are raising 2 dragons. You are worried that my grandfather will kill you, right? The robust middle-aged man laughed loudly and said, Miss Lu, you are wrong, is this guy truly your grandfather's honored guest? That's great. Let's bring him back, and let your grandfather personally come and get him. Naturally, you will still have to pay protection fee. If you don't, I will let you know what is called pain. The 2 middle-aged men took out a long rod filled with barbs. Sun Daqiang said with smile, Brother, do you think that because you have old man Lu backing you, these pirates won't dare to touch you? Truly ridiculous. Collecting protection fee is an unwritten rule of transcending Xian Sea region. Don't tell me you don't know about this? Gao Jiajia said with sneer. How can a country bumpkin like him know about this? Zhuge Haoqing shook his head and said with smile. In transcending Xian Sea region, strength is everything. The so-called rules were only set up for those who were weak. Take out your Regent Origin stones. Don't tell me that you don't even have a few Regent Origin stones? The two men could tell that Zhuge Haoqing and the other two couples were not on the same side as Qin Yun and Lu Qingyu. Using strength to decide the rules? Qin Yun suddenly extended a finger and pointed at the burly middle-aged man's head. Less bullshit. If you don't take out your Regent Origin Stone, I will stab your mouth with my rod. The robust middle-aged man's expression became incomparably fierce. He tightly held the short rod filled with barbs in his hand. There were traces of dried blood and flesh on the stick. It was obvious that many people had been hit by this kind of stick. Qin Yun pointed at the burly middle-aged man and pressed two of his fingers together. Suddenly, his fingertips flashed and a surge of energy surged out. Crack! A crisp explosion suddenly rang out, causing everyone's ears to hurt. Qin Yun's finger shot out a powerful energy that penetrated the sturdy middle-aged man's head, leaving behind a fist-sized hole on his face. The power of the piercing mountain and splitting earth finger penetrated through the cabin and flew outside. Clang! The sturdy middle-aged man fell on the ground. His short rod fell to the ground. Zhuge Haoqing and the others who originally wanted to take joy in other people's misfortune are now completely dumbstruck. Their faces are filled with fear. Even Lu Qingyu did not expect that Qin Yun would attack like this. Moreover, it was so sudden and so calm. Qin Yun slowly lowered his hand, looked at the other pirate whose legs are trembling and said indifferently, "I just said, I can protect myself. You also saw it, he wanted to harm me, I killed him. That should be enough to prove that I can protect myself, right?" That sturdy pirate was a half-immortal, but he was killed in an instant. If you have the guts, don't kill me. Just you wait. The still-alive middle-aged pirate rushed out of the cabin in panic, while holding the corpse. "Xiao Yun, why did you let him go? You should have killed him," Lu Qingyu said in low voice. "Don't worry, don't be afraid of them." Qin Yun finished speaking and got up to leave. "Xiao Yun, where are you going?" Lu Qingyu is somewhat worried. She hastily stepped forward and pulled Qin Yun back. "I am going to their pirate ship to prevent them from coming over. Qingyu, you should go participate in that gathering by yourself. Don't worry about me." Qin Yun patted Lu Qingyu's shoulder and walked out of the cabin. Lu Qingyu can only let Qin Yun go by himself. She took out a sound transmission magic tool and sent a sound transmission to Lu Haikong. Yuan Hong and others are watching from the side. They don't dare to ask too much. They now know that Qin Yun is not an ordinary person. He has the demeanor of a hidden expert. After Qin Yun left the cabin, he stepped on the half-immortal shield and quickly chased after the pirate. He saw the pirate ship. It is not very big, it is more than 100 meters long. Compared to those huge ships, it is relatively small. When the pirate saw Qin Yun chasing after him, he desperately rowed the wooden boat. "Big brother, quickly save me!" the pirate shouted. He is now near the pirate ship. He carried the corpse and flew towards the ship. A few old men ran out of the pirate ship. They are all first and second tribulation half-immortals. They also learned that their companions have been killed. Qin Yun approached the pirate ship, flew up and landed on the deck. "You killed one of our companions and still dare to come here. You are truly courageous," an old man holding a large saber furiously said to Qin Yun. Other people surrounded Qin Yun one after another. Qin Yun looked at the people all around him and said, "I only need one move to kill one of you. Guess who will be killed by me first? Do you dare to bet?" They saw the corpse on the ground. It was not a weak half-immortal, yet he was killed in one move. No one dares to bet. After all, this is gambling with their lives. There are more than 10 people surrounding Qin Yun. 2 of them are second tribulation half-immortals. The rest are first tribulation half-immortals and peak martial emperors. If Qin Yun suddenly attacked, he would surely be able to kill one of them. Normally they are tyrannical, but that is only when facing weak people. Now that a half-immortal has died, it means they have kicked an iron board. "Then why did you come here? To apologize to us?" that old man asked. he is the boss of this place. Qin Yun looked at the Sea Dragon Race's boat that has already gone far away, shook his head and said, I just didn't want to trouble you to find me, so I came here myself. Apologize? That's impossible, after all I am your people. You want to force me to pay some protection fee? Boss, he is Lu Haikong's esteemed guest. That middle-aged man said in deep voice. Lu Haikong's esteemed guest? That old man's expression slightly changed. They are all very afraid of Lu Haikong. Moreover, Lu Haikong's Sea Dragon Race has also gathered at Heavenly Rhythm Archipelago. Their momentum is very great, they have more than 10,000 large ships. Lu Haikong has a lot of prestige in Sea Dragon Race, so they are all very afraid. Suddenly, a bright red large ship appeared behind them. The flag on this large ship has two domineering characters, Nongtian, written on it. It's Hu Nongtian's ship. That boss expression greatly changed when he saw the large ship. The large ship is several hundred meters long, it is much bigger than this pirate ship. When Hu Nongtian's large ship passed by, it suddenly stopped. Violent dragon gang's people? Why are you stopping your ship here? Do you want me to pay protection fee? Hu Nongtian's voice can be heard from the large ship. It is unknown where he is, but his voice can be heard. Brother Hu, what a coincidence! You are going to participate in the gathering of the Sea Dragon Race's youths, right? Qin Yun suddenly shouted. When the pirates heard Qin Yun's voice, they all cursed in their hearts. They never expected that Qin Yun would actually know a scourge like Hu Nongtian. Brother Qin. Hu Nongtian promptly flew over from the large ship and asked in astonishment, Why are you on this pirate ship? Qin Yun said with a smile, They asked me for protection fee but I didn't give it. They wanted to hit me, so I hit them back. Hu Nongtian also saw the corpse and is secretly apprehensive of Qin Yun's strength. After killing a half-immortal pirate, he can still stand here and talk wittily. Boss Hu, it's all a misunderstanding. The boss saw Hu Nongtian's golden eyeball suddenly turn black. His heart trembled, and he hastily said, Misunderstanding? Then how should we deal with this misunderstanding? Hu Nongtian laughed sinisterly. Let's just forget about it. It's our fault, we will apologize to this friend. The boss can only bow and apologize to Qin Yun like a grandson. Brother Qin, come to my ship, I have something important to discuss with you. Hu Nongtian truly has something important to discuss with Qin Yun. He brought Qin Yun and flew to his flashy red large ship. Seeing Qin Yun and Hu Nongtian leave, the pirates wiped their cold sweat. Because according to their understanding of Hu Nongtian, he truly dares to kill them. Hu Nongtian brought Qin Yun to a luxurious hall inside the ship. Qin Yun sat on a comfortable chair and asked, What's the important matter? That Zhuge Qingxiong can't break Medicine King Chu's barrier. Reportedly, he was injured in Duan residence. As for what's going on, my people haven't investigated clearly. Hu Nongtian said with smile. Brother Qin, Medicine King Chu's things are not easy to obtain. I just saw his grandson Zhuge Haoqing. Qin Yun laughed. Weren't you taken away by Lu Qingyu? Hu Nongtian asked. Qin Yun explained the situation just now. Duan Fide, Sun Daqiang, Zhuge Haoqing. These three are all trash. Hu Nongtian said with smile. I won't hide it from you, I am only a bit older than them, but they are just peak martial emperors. This kind of trash only knows how to indulge in debauchery all day long. Qin Yun now knows why Hu Nongtian has such a high position, it is because he is young and promising. At this time, Lu Qingyu sent sound transmission to Qin Yun to ask about his situation. Qingyu, I am on Brother Hu's ship, he is my friend, I am fine now. Qin Yun replied. What? My grandfather is already on the way, he should be here very soon. Lu Qingyu sent sound transmission. She is very shocked that Qin Yun actually knows Hu Nongtian. Chapter 1180. Chapter 1180. Underwater Treasure Domain. Hu Nongtian suddenly became nervous after learning that Lu Haikong is coming. He said with smile, "I hope old man Lu won't destroy my ship. I am a bit afraid of him." "No need to be afraid," Qin Yun said with smile. "Oh, that's right, brother Qin. I found some clues regarding Medicine King Chu's altar. I only know that the two altars are under the deep sea. I think they are near the Heavenly Rhythm Islands or under the waters of the islands," Hu Nongtian said again. Hearing this news, Qin Yun decided to let Long Tianji release the small spiders to search. Not long after, Hu Nongtian received news that someone is approaching the ship. Qin Yun and Hu Nongtian promptly went to the deck and saw something quickly approaching from the left side. Old man Lu is riding his sea dragon shark. His speed is very fast, Hu Nongtian said with smile. Lu Haikong is indeed standing on the back of a shark that is covered in white dragon scales and has 2 dragon horns. He is holding the 2 dragon armors and is majestically galloping over. After he arrived, he flew onto the deck and landed. Junior Hu Nongtian greets old man Lu. Hu Nongtian very politely said, "Hu Ba is talking about his son? I didn't expect you to know a Yun. I thought he was captured by the pirates of the Violent Dragon Gang," Lu Haikong said with smile. "Those pirates can't deal with brother Qin," Hu Nongtian said with smile. "Old man Lu, I have disturbed you. I am truly sorry." Qin Yun did not expect that Lu Qingyu would call Lu Haikong over. It's fine. Qingyu said that those guys from the Violent Dragon Gang knew that you are my honored guest, but they still wanted to capture you. I was so angry that I immediately rushed over," Lu Haikong said with angry expression. "Those guys, I destroyed 3 of their ships, but they still don't learn their lesson. It seems like I will have to continue teaching them a lesson." Hu Nongtian and Qin Yun promptly invited Lu Haikong into the luxurious hall. "Xiao Hu, you know how to enjoy life much better than your father," Lu Haikong said with chuckle. "I am not on the same path as him. That stubborn old man, I don't even know what to say about him." Hu Nongtian poured tea for Lu Haikong and Qin Yun. "I heard that you want to go solo and leave the Profound Severing Gang, is that right?" Lu Haikong was also very well informed. Moreover, he was acquainted with Hu Bazhui. This is something that everyone knows. Hu Nongtian didn't hide it. Lu Haikong did not know how Hu Nongtian got to know Qin Yun, but he did not ask. He had some understanding of Hu Nongtian. He was indeed a good person. Hu Nongtian hinted to Qin Yun to confess to Lu Haikong about Medicine King Chu. "Old Lu, let me tell you something. This matter is quite important," Qin Yun said seriously. "Please speak." Lu Haikong stopped smiling. Soon after, Qin Yun informed Lu Haikong about his relationship with Medicine King Chu and also took out the Medicine King token. After Lu Haikong heard it, he frowned and sighed. "This matter is difficult. The Duan clan is not easy to deal with. The Medicine King Island is currently occupied by them." Hu Nongtian asked, "Old Lu, can you tell me more about that supreme treasure? Or is that supreme treasure just a rumor?" Lu Haikong shook his head. "The supreme treasure is not just a rumor. It truly exists. To be exact, it is not a supreme treasure but a place where supreme treasures are hidden. We don't know where the entrance is, we also don't know the situation inside. But according to one of Medicine King Chu's disciples, there are good things hidden inside. What we can be sure of is that it is a world under the sea." Qin Yun and Hu Nongtian looked at each other. They wanted to know the situation of the supreme treasure very much. "A Yun, you want to take back Medicine King Chu's medicinal ingredients, right? Maybe I can help you talk to the Duan clan." Lu Haikong said, "Of course it will be a bit difficult to get all of them. Duan clan is not easy to deal with. They will surely want a portion of them." Qin Yun thought about it, then nodded and said, "Then you go contact Duan clan. If you want to meet them, we will meet here." "Alright. Your ship will stop here. Our sea dragon race's purple-gold sea dragon ship is also nearby. Lu Haikong left his seat and walked towards the door. Qin Yun and Hu Nongtian followed Lu Haikong and sent him off. Lu Haikong rode his sea dragon shark and disappeared in a short while. If family head Duan comes, Venerable Master Zhuge will also come. Maybe he will even bring his grandson, Hu Nongtian said with smile. I want to see with my own eyes how the death character is written. Qin Yun chuckled and shook his head, then returned to his cabin. Lu Haikong's sea dragon shark is very fast. It only took half an hour to arrive at Medicine King Island. Lu Haikong went straight to the Duan residence at the center of the Medicine King Island. Inside the Duan residence, Zhuge Qingxiong and family head Duan are discussing the matter of the barrier with a few inscription masters. Suddenly, someone hurriedly knocked on the door. Family head Duan opened the door and said with frown, Butler Li, is there something important? I already said that I am in a meeting. I don't want to be disturbed. Lu Haikong is here, Butler Li said in low voice. He said that he has something important to discuss with you. After Zhuge Qingxiong heard this, he said, Quickly invite him in. Soon after, he let the other inscription masters leave. Family head Duan doubtfully asked, What important matter does Lu Haikong have? Zhuge Qingxiong said with smile, He came at the right time. I originally wanted to go find him. I want to meet that great master Qin. After Lu Haikong arrived, he gave a simple greeting and said with smile, I won't talk nonsense. Family head Duan, Venerable Master Zhuge, your younger generation had a small misunderstanding with a friend of mine. This friend of mine is that great Master Qin. You should also know him, right? A very powerful young man. Zhuge Qingxiong laughed. He wrote the death character on my grandson's face. I can't even erase it. Elder Lu, did you come here for this matter? This is indeed our younger generation's fault. Please forgive them. They have also received the corresponding punishment. Family head Duan is also somewhat afraid of Lu Haikong because everyone knows that Lu Haikong's style of doing things is very clear. He is the kind of person who doesn't care about his life. Family head Duan, this friend of mine is also Medicine King Chu's friend. He has Medicine King Chu's keepsake in his hand. He wants to meet you and discuss with you about those immortal medicines. Lu Haikong directly spoke about the important matter. He also wants those immortal medicines? Duan family head's expression slightly changed. That is the benefit of their Duan family. Indeed, Lu Haikong said. I know you are not willing to part with it, but we still have to talk. Otherwise, before we can even talk, we will fight to the death. Duan family head looked at Zhuge Qingxiong. Zhuge Qingxiong nodded his head and said, I will also bring Wang Leiyan and ask him to erase that character. Han Xiaoyi and Duan Feizai both went to participate in your Sea Dragon Race's youth gathering. If they didn't go, I should bring them to apologize to that great Master Qin. Duan Feizai also wants to go talk with Qin Yun. No need, great Master Qin will not lower himself to the level of those juniors. Lu Haikong said with smile. Great Master Qin is at sea on Hu Nongtian's ship. He is friends with Hu Nongtian? Duan Feizai is somewhat amazed. Let's go. Lu Haikong said. Qin Yun and Hu Nongtian are patiently waiting. About an hour later, it is already evening. Lu Haikong, Duan family head and Zhuge Qingxiong all used their own tools and rushed to Hu Nongtian's ship. I never thought that my Nongtian ship would receive two great masters. This is enough for me to brag about for the rest of my life. Hu Nongtian laughed loudly and walked out with Qin Yun to welcome Duan family head and Zhuge Qingxiong. After Duan family head and others boarded the ship, they also saw Qin Yun. Great Master Qin, you are younger than I imagined. After Zhuge Qingxiong finished speaking, he said with smile. I should call you Venerable Master Qin, right? Duan family head is somewhat astonished because he thought that Qin Yun is only at the level of Great Master. Venerable Master Zhuge is too polite. Qin Yun said with smile. Behind Zhuge Qingxiong is the masked Wang Leiyan. Wang Leiyan is afraid of Qin Yun to death. Even if his grandfather is beside him, he still feels some fear towards Qin Yun. Furthermore, he has been taught a lesson these past few days. Venerable Master Qin, look. Zhuge Qingxiong pushed Wang Leiyan out. As soon as Wang Leiyan went out, he knelt down with a thud and begged Qin Yun to forgive him and remove the word on his face. Zhuge Qingxiong is also helpless. If Qin Yun doesn't help, he doesn't know when he will be able to remove the word. Seeing that Venerable Master Zhuge is so polite, I will forgive you this time. Take off your mask, Qin Yun said. After Wang Leiyan took off his mask, everyone could see the big death character on his face. Hu Nongtian can't help but laugh loudly. He laughed unrestrainedly, not considering Wang Leiyan's feelings at all. Wang Leiyan can't do anything because Hu Nongtian is also a very awesome person. Qin Yun took out a talisman and pasted it on Wang Leiyan's face. The talisman emitted a burst of white light and the death character gradually faded and then disappeared. Soon after, the talisman also turned into black ash and dissipated. Done, Qin Yun said. This caused Zhuge Qingxiong and Duan family head to be moved. Especially Zhuge Qingxiong, he didn't expect it to be done so quickly, it looked very simple. Wang Leiyan took out a mirror and looked at his face. Seeing that the word on his face has disappeared, he can't help but let out a sigh of relief and thanked Qin Yun again. Young Master Wang, the purple gold sea dragon ship is nearby. You can participate in our sea dragon races gathering, but you must be careful, you must be well behaved, Lu Haikong said sternly. Zhuge Qingxiong also warned repeatedly and then let Wang Leiyan leave by himself. Everyone, please come inside, let's talk about those immortal medicines, Hu Nongtian said. There's no need to talk about this. I am willing to give those immortal medicines to Venerable Master Qin, but Venerable Master Qin needs to break the barrier himself. Also, I have a small request, Duan family head said very directly. Just now, he saw that Qin Yun's inscription level is so high, that's why he gave up on those immortal medicines. Zhuge Qingxiong is not surprised because if it was him, he would also do the same thing. What request? Qin Yun asked. Venerable Master Qin, to be honest, I know where the entrance to the seabed treasure domain is. Venerable Master Zhuge also knows, but we are unable to open that entrance. If we have Venerable Master Qin's help, we might be able to open the entrance. Chapter 1181. Sirens and Gods. Qin Yun, Hu Nongtian, and Lu Haikong looked at each other in surprise. What Patriarch Duan said was beyond their expectations. Zhuge Qingxiong and the Duan family's master had already discovered the entrance to the underwater treasure domain. Let's talk inside, Hu Nongtian quickly said. Qin Yun and the others followed Hu Nongtian to a living room. How many people know about the entrance to the underwater treasure realm? Why do the leaders of the 5 great sea clans say that they haven't found it yet? Lu Haikong asked. Do they really not know? Zhuge Qingxiong smiled. I'm from the Sea Eagle clan. Although I didn't tell them where the entrance is, I know that they are from the Sea Eagle clan. But someone in the Sea Eagle clan definitely knows. Those who know didn't say anything because they wanted to keep it for themselves. Hu Nongtian said, It seems like my father also knows, but he didn't say anything. Patriarch Duan smiled. How big is the Heavenly Charm Islands? If there's an entrance at the bottom of this sea, as long as we put in some effort, we'll definitely be able to find it. Qin Yun was somewhat puzzled as he asked, Grandmaster Zhuge, you are from the Sea Eagle clan. Didn't the Sea Eagle clan's boss go look for you? Zhuge Qingxiong was a little disappointed. They didn't come looking for me. He should also be afraid that I want a part of it. I know that he found 2 inscription masters from the same clan. Facing the supreme treasure, the 5 great sea races and the 3 great pirate gangs all had their own plans. Lu Haikong was a little angry. It seems that our dragon head should also know about this. This guy even said that he didn't know during the meeting. The most outrageous thing is that he even arranged for us to search the waters outside the Heavenly Rhythm Islands. This is purposely misleading us. Elder Lu, everyone wants to monopolize the treasures in the seabed. Zhuge Qingxiong is also quite angry. After all, he is the most powerful inscription master in the Sea Hawk clan. However, the Sea Hawk boss actually hid this from him. Qin Yun now secretly felt how powerful the Duan family was. The underwater treasure domain must have been found by the Duan family's patriarch. Hu Nongtian laughed and said, "What's the point of them finding it? It can't be opened." Patriarch Duan nodded and said, "That entrance is indeed very difficult to open. Grandmaster Zhuge and I have been there 3 times, but we all failed. If Grandmaster Zhuge can't handle it, those guys definitely can't either. Grandmaster Qin, would you like to join us? As for the distribution of benefits, after we go in, we'll rely on our own abilities to obtain the things inside. Of course, we have an agreement that we will not fight among ourselves." Zhuge Qingxiong looked at Lu Haikong, Qin Yun, and Hu Nongtian. Hu Nongtian felt that he had a share as well, and he was overjoyed. He knew that the reason he could go was because of Qin Yun. Even though he was a 3rd tribulation half-immortal, he was only a bystander in this group. "All right, I am willing to do my best to open the entrance." Qin Yun nodded in agreement. Patriarch Duan and Zhuge Qingxiong both smiled. After that, the few of them signed a contract to prevent anyone from changing their mind. Patriarch Duan, was it you who found the entrance to the underwater treasure domain? Asked Qin Yun. Yes. Patriarch Duan nodded. Then do you know where the 2 legendary altars are? Qin Yun wants to dismantle the 2 altars and use them to modify the evil god altar. Of course I know, it's also hidden in the depths of the sea. The Duan family head laughed. Grandmaster Qin, are you interested in those 2 altars? If you don't want them, I plan to dismantle them. I have a use for them. Qin Yun nodded and said. Zhuge Qingxiong and the Duan family head have no objection. They studied the 2 altars and did not discover anything. Grandmaster Qin, we are not the only ones who know about those 2 altars. Other people should also know about them. When you go to dismantle them, you can call us. Patriarch Duan took out 2 discs and handed them over to Qin Yun. They can guide him to those 2 altars. There is an altar nearby. Let's take this opportunity to go take a look. Qin Yun said. All right. Hu Nongtian hastily controlled the large ship to change direction and sail towards the altar. More than an hour later, the large ship arrived directly above the altar. The depth of the water here is several tens of thousands of meters. The altar is at the very bottom. Zhuge Qingxiong took out a small boat and said, Enter my boat, we can quickly dive to the bottom of the sea. Lu Haikong and Hu Nongtian want to see what kind of altar it is, so they also entered the cabin of the small boat. The boat's entire body is emitting white light. After entering the deep sea, it illuminated the surroundings. The diving speed is indeed very fast. After diving several thousand meters, the bottom is completely pitch black. If not for the white light emitting from the boat, it would have caused people to feel very scared. Hu Nongtian said with some fear, I am most afraid of entering this kind of deep sea. I am very worried that a giant sea beast will suddenly jump out. Xiao Hu, giant sea beasts are not stupid. How could they dare to approach Heavenly Rhythm Islands? Wouldn't that be courting death? Lu Haikong said with smile. He is a hunter. He has killed many giant sea beasts. Very soon, the small boat reached the bottom of the sea and arrived above the altar. The altar is hexagonal, it is several hundred meters wide, and has 5 layers. It is a 5-layer altar. It is much better than Evil God's 3-layer altar. This altar is very heavy, we wanted to bring it up to the surface to study, but it was too troublesome, so we did not do it, Zhuge Qingxiong said. I think it was Medicine King Chu who threw it here, Duan family head said. After Medicine King Chu was no longer a divine servant, he threw away the altar. Qin Yun said, I will go out and take a look. He tested it, he used mysterious penetration divine ability, and in a short while, he went through the small boat and arrived outside. He has water avoidance pearl on his body, all the water around him is pushed away. Venerable Master Qin is truly awesome. He actually went out just like that. Duan family head is somewhat startled. It is a divine ability. Zhuge Qingxiong laughed. Duan family head, your Duan residence's barrier can block divine ability power. Otherwise he would have already entered your Duan residence. Brother Qin is truly daring. If it were me, I would not dare to go. Hu Nongtian cannot help but shiver thinking about how he is at the bottom of the sea. This is the fear of the deep sea. Zhuge Qingxiong controlled his small boat and released even stronger white light to illuminate the altar. After Qin Yun floated above the altar, Ling Yun released a gravitational force to wrap around the altar. The gravitational force released by Ling Yun can control the weight of an object and make it very light. Now, Qin Yun's consumption is also very great for using this special gravitational force on the altar. What caused Duan family head and others to be shocked is that the altar suddenly began to slowly float up. How did he do it? Zhuge Qingxiong is very shocked. We are all sixth tribulation half-immortals, although we can also do it, it will be very strenuous. Venerable Master Qin should only be a first or second tribulation half-immortal, yet he can also do it. Qin Yun took out the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron. That heavenly star has already been sealed inside the third pearl of the nine sun divine soul by Yao Feng. The heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron can even contain a huge star, let alone this altar. After the heavenly lion dragon suppressing cauldron became bigger, Qin Yun controlled the altar to fly over. At the same time, he used the spatial power inside the cauldron to shrink the space around the altar and stored the altar inside. Very soon, Qin Yun finished. I am exhausted to death. Qin Yun hastily returned to the small boat and used mysterious penetration divine ability to enter. Duan family head and Zhuge Qingxiong already thought of carrying the altar up. They also have the strength to do so, but it will take too long and too troublesome. If people from other powers come over during this time, they will definitely stop them. After all, everyone wants to study this altar. And Qin Yun alone did not take long to carry the altar away. Venerable Master Qin's ability is truly admirable, Zhuge Qingxiong said with smile. Qin Yun placed the altar inside the third pearl of the nine sun divine soul and let Yao Feng take a look first. There is still one more, Qin Yun said with smile. The small boat floated up and they returned to the cabin of the large ship. It will take about half a day to reach the location of the altar, Hu Nongtian said. Let's go. Half a day is enough for me to recover. Qin Yun nodded and said. Just as they are about to set off, Lu Haikong suddenly said, Wait, Qingyu sent me a sound transmission, she said that she encountered trouble. At this time, Duan family head and Zhuge Qingxiong also took out sound transmission magic tools to receive the message. Lei Yen and Haoqing sent me sound transmission, they are in trouble. Zhuge Qingxiong looked at Lu Haikong and Duan family head. Fei Kai and Fei Da also sent sound transmission, the trouble is not small. Duan family head said with frown. Has the purple gold sea dragon ship been attacked? Qin Yun asked. Sea dragon race youngsters invited the younger generation of 5 great sea race and 3 great pirate gangs, who would have the guts to attack the purple gold sea dragon ship. Isn't this the same as openly opposing 5 great sea race and 3 great pirate gangs? Hu Nongtian said in amazement. Brother Hu, Immediately go to the purple gold sea dragon ship. We are the closest to it, let's go and help first. Qin Yun said. Only Sea Demon Royal Race and Xian Sea Divine Race would dare to attack 5 great sea race and 3 great pirate gangs. Lu Haikong's expression is grave. Then is it Sea Demon Royal Race or Xian Sea Divine Race that attacked 5 great sea race and 3 great pirate gangs? Hu Nongtian's expression greatly changed. They came together. Zhuge Qingxiong took out his weapon and said with grave expression, "A war might break out. I will go take a look first." Qin Yun walked out of the cabin and said, "If a war breaks out, I will do my best to save those juniors." He jumped into the sea, took out the Lion King cannon and made it bigger. He stood on top of the Lion King cannon and activated it with full firepower. In the blink of an eye, he arrived far away. They run so fast, I will also quickly go over. Lu Haikong jumped into the water and stood on the back of the sea dragon shark. Soon after, Zhuge Qingxiong also took out his small boat and chased after them. Xiao Hu, it would be best if your boat stays far away from the purple gold sea dragon ship, so that it won't sink. Duan family head warned, then boarded a small boat and quickly left. The fastest one is Qin Yun. The Lion King cannon is burning a large amount of king-grade beast oil. He is worried that Lu Qingyu will be in danger. When he arrived, he sent sound transmission to Hu Nongtian and asked about the situation of the Sea Demon Royal Race and Xian Sea Divine Race. After hearing Hu Nongtian's narration, Qin Yun suddenly suspected that the Sea Demon Royal Race and Xian Sea Divine Race are worshipping deities. Chapter 1182. Beating Prince Qin Yun rushed to the front, took out the golden horn and contacted Evil God. "Evil God, I just obtained a 5-layer altar. I don't know which god it belongs to, but I want to dismantle it and then transform it." "Really? Tell me about the characteristics of the altar, as well as the runes on it." Evil God very excitedly said. "If the transformation goes smoothly, my 3-layer Evil God altar will become 5-layer. Qin Yun gave a simple description of the altar. "It seems to be a blood god altar. Whatever, when you have time, you can dismantle it. I will guide you in transforming it." Evil God said with smile, "Your harvest after returning to transcending Xian Sea region is not small." Evil God, I met 2 very formidable races in transcending Xian Sea region. I guess they are God's servants. Qin Yun reported the situation of Sea Demon Royal Race and Xian Sea God Race to Evil God. After listening, Evil God became silent for a long time and then said, "Qin Yun, you must be careful. Sea Demon Royal Race must be worshipping Demon God. Xian Sea God Race must be worshipping Water God." Qin Yun asked, "How strong are these 2 gods?" "Ranked 40th and 50th. Naturally they are ranked higher than me, but if we fight to the death, they are not my match. Evil God is ranked at the bottom." He said this so that Qin Yun won't look down on him. Qin Yun knows the ins and outs of these 2 races, so he made some preparations. If they have the support of gods, then their strength must be very strong. Those gods rarely find weak god servants. Since these 2 races can become god servants, it means that they are very strong. For many years, transcending Xian Sea region has given birth to a large number of living beings. It is a precious land for offering sacrifices. With so many offerings here, those gods must have been eyeing this place for a long time. If those guys use divine liquid to cultivate, their bodies must be very strong. It seems like I must be careful. Qin Yun also saw the huge purple gold sea dragon ship. The purple gold sea dragon ship is more than 2,000 meters long. It is also very wide. From far away, it looks like a purple gold dragon covered in armor. Moreover, the dragon's head was extremely huge. In the night, its entire body flickered with purplish golden light, shocking and majestic. Near the purple gold sea dragon ship, there were many huge ships that were hundreds of meters long and over 1,000 meters long. However, compared to the purple-gold sea dragon ship, they paled in comparison. Many people stood on the top of the purple-gold sea dragon ship. Qin Yun could see from afar that those people were dressed in luxurious clothes. Most of them were young, and it seemed like there was no conflict. "Qingyu, I'm almost there. What happened?" Qin Yun asked Lu Qingyu with a voice transmission. "Xiao Yun, don't come over." The Sea Demon royal family and the mysterious sea god race are forcing us to sign a cooperation contract with them. Lu Qingyu said, "I'm not willing to sign with them, I'm delaying. They even forced us to hand over Regent Origin stones and all kinds of magic tools. Isn't this banditry?" Qin Yun suddenly felt worried. He said with a voice transmission, "Hold on a little longer. I'll be there soon." "Oh right. Why did they force you to sign the contract?" Lu Qingyu replied, "They want to divide up the Heavenly Rhythm Islands. They forced us to join the Sea Demon royal family or the profound sea god race." After Qin Yun approached the purple-gold sea dragon ship, he began concealing himself and slowly flew over. The Sea Demon royal family and the profound sea god race are forcing these young geniuses to join them. This way they can restrain the 5 great sea clans and the 3 pirate gangs. Lu Qingyu and Lu Canfeng are standing together. Lu Sanfeng's face is filled with blood. He is holding a weapon and is furiously looking at the group of people opposite him. "Lu Qingyu, Lu Canfeng, why are you so insistent?" Sun Daqiang is holding a long saber and said with cold smile, "Join the Sea Demon royal family or the profound sea god race. If you don't want to join, give us Regent Origin stones." "Don't even think about it," Lu Canfeng furiously roared. "We won't compromise even if we die." Lu Qingyu supported the injured Lu Canfeng and said coldly, "There are 3 groups of people on the purple-gold sea dragon ship. One group has handed over Regent Origin stones to save their lives. The other 2 groups are the Sea Demon royal family and the profound sea god race. Some of them are recruiting young geniuses, some of them voluntarily joined. Lu Qingyu and Lu Canfeng are not joining, they are also not handing over Regent Origin stones." A handsome man wearing cyan-colored scale armor looked at Lu Canfeng and said with sneer, "You weak human, obediently join our demon race. After being transformed by us, you will surely become stronger. If you don't want to join us, it's fine, just hand over 5,000 Regent Origin stones." Third Prince, these 2 are Lu Haikong's grandsons. This Lu Haikong is a hunter. Sun Daqiang said in low voice. "Sun Daqiang, you coward, you are actually selling your life for this guy." Lu Canfeng furiously said. Gao Jiajia coldly yelled, "Lu Qingyu, quickly make a decision. Don't waste our time, quickly settle this matter, we still need to hold the banquet." Lu Qingyu loudly cursed. "Bah! Why should we give them Regent Origin stones? This purple-gold sea dragon ship belongs to our sea dragon race." Third Prince said with evil smile, "What a stubborn woman! Very wild and vigorous, I like it, ha ha ha." Finished speaking, Third Prince walked over and extended his hand to touch Lu Qingyu's chest. Everyone saw Third Prince openly humiliating a woman, they all remained silent. After all, many experts from Sea Demon royal race have arrived. These experts are all on the large ships nearby, they only sent their juniors. Qin Yun is flying over, seeing Third Prince is about to take advantage of Lu Qingyu. He hastily used finger-chopping mountains and rivers. His 2 fingers condensed a swift and fierce energy blade and slashed towards young Master Wang. In this split second, everyone sensed a very strong aura approaching. Third Prince also sensed it, but before he could react, the blade-like finger power has already arrived. H. Third Prince, who is wearing cyan-colored scale clothes, let out a miserable scream. His extended hand has been cut off by Qin Yun in the distance. Qin Yun suddenly landed and stood in front of Lu Qingyu. Lu Qingyu told Qin Yun not to come over, but not only did Qin Yun come over, He also heavily injured third prince. Sun Daqiang, Zhuge Haoqing, Duan Fide, Duan Feicai and Han Xiaoyi have all seen Qin Yun before and know how dreadful he is. However, they still did not expect that Qin Yun would actually attack Sea Demon Royal Race's third prince. What is shocking is that third prince is a second tribulation half-immortal, yet one of his arms was cut off just like that. Wang Leiyan is also here. He is not surprised to see Qin Yun attack third prince. You! Who are you? Third prince pointed at Qin Yun and roared. Quickly kill him! Quickly kill him! Dismember his body into 10,000 pieces. Beside third prince, there are a few middle-aged sea demon royal race. They are all first and second tribulation half-immortals. They saw their third prince's arm was cut off and rushed over in anger. Everyone saw that a great battle is about to break out. They all retreated. Nobody expected that someone would be so bold as to attack sea demon royal race's esteemed third prince so heavily. As soon as those middle-aged half-immortals arrived, Qin Yun released supergravity, pressuring them to the point that they are unable to move. You want to attack me? Qin Yun coldly snorted, rushed over and stabbed a middle-aged man's head with 2 fingers. Rumble! A loud explosion seemed to shake the sky. That middle-aged half-immortal's head exploded by Qin Yun's exploding heaven finger. Boom boom boom! Qin Yun quickly moved and stabbed those middle-aged half-immortals' heads, causing them to explode. In the blink of an eye, those middle-aged half-immortals' heads exploded and died. You! Third prince is extremely shocked. You should also die. Qin Yun is still some distance away from third prince. He unleashed piercing mountain-splitting earth finger and attacked third prince's body. Bang! Third prince's body is also covered in very strong armor. His body was hit by the powerful finger power, and he immediately vomited a large mouthful of blood. He was sent flying and fell into the sea. It is unknown whether he is dead or alive. Everyone on the purple gold sea dragon ship is completely dumbstruck. Sea Demon Royal Race's third prince was so domineering earlier that even they, young elites, could only submit. But now, third prince has been beaten by a young man to the point where it is unknown whether he is dead or alive. Most dreadful thing is that those middle-aged half-immortals were also killed in a few moves. Qingyu, you're injured? Qin Yun saw that there are saber wounds on Lu Qingyu's body. The bleeding has already stopped, but he can still see the shocking wound on her arm. Lu Canfeng also recognized Qin Yun at this moment. While feeling shocked in his heart, he pointed at Sun Daqiang and shouted, "It's that guy who injured Qingyu." Sun Daqiang's legs immediately trembled. Qin Yun rushed over in a flash and sent a palm strike at Sun Daqiang. Violent flame exploded along with glaring light rays and exploded on Sun Daqiang's body, causing it to explode. Gao Jiajia saw her boyfriend turn into a sea of flame and her face turned deathly pale in fright. She quickly retreated to Yuan Hong and by Yuyun's side. Her delicate body cannot help but tremble. Yuan Hong and Bai Yuyun are also scared to the point that their hearts are jumping crazily. They once sat on the same boat as Qin Yun and even made fun of Qin Yun. They suddenly felt that they were really lucky not to be killed back then. Lu Canfeng, right? I am friends with Elder Lu and you are his grandson. Since you were injured, I will help you get revenge. Who injured you? Qin Yun looked at Lu Canfeng. His tone was filled with a terrifying might. Lu Canfeng mustered up his courage and pointed at a man wearing red armor. It's that guy. He's the saint of the Xian Sea God race. When the man saw Qin Yun look over, his expression changed slightly. His heart trembled as he felt a monstrous, killing intent suddenly envelop him. The people here were all young elites of this region of water, but they had never heard of such a terrifying person like Qin Yun. The saint of the Xian Sea God race had a cold expression as he looked at Qin Yun arrogantly. His tone was filled with threat as he said, "Our Xian Sea God race has 10 large ships nearby. If you have the guts, try attacking me." At that time, the Sea Demon royal family and the Xian Sea God race will. Before the Holy Sun could finish his words, Qin Yun flashed over and ruthlessly slapped him, causing the arrogant Holy Sun to roll on the ground a few times as he let out a series of painful howls. You're tuning in to the Phoenix Knights YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.